I wanted to say before we get started, that's not what I want.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
And you are the only one here who is eligible.
Oh, wow, look at the water. It's amazing. Is that a bomb?
People, they're just wrong.
Yeah.
They're wrong. That's fine. That's fine.
People are allowed to be wrong. That's fine.
Number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait, what the fuck? How did Donkey Kong get in here?
He's just a cheeky fella.
That's the thing that you want me to
It's
put on
like that.
live on the internet, and you're like, yeah, that's it.
This is my favorite color.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete's joining the crew. Yes! Green. What's that about?
What have we got?
Hello, welcome to Back Pocket for Thursday, the 15th of October. Tonight on the show, we sharpen our discs, hone our lists, and make over our faces. But I don't need a makeover all by myself. Someone else does. I'm joined by
Gus, who got a call from his family this week asking, what's a sex magician? Yep, next to me.
Is Steph, who feels like she's missing something, but I can't figure out what it is. Maybe by the end of the show, we will.
Oh, that surprised me.
Wow.
And Peter, who's flabbergasted by what Steph just said.
So a couple
Now I'm
of
looking
things.
around for things.
And I'm gonna go backwards
Well,
down
that's
the
not
line.
fair because I always open and then Pete's at the end of the turmoil. It's like, and I'm crazy flabbergasted. So there's no story about Pete. I want a story about Pete.
We'll save it for the post show, and I'll
Ooh,
tell you
there it
a
is.
sex
Good
magician story.
Number 1, very tight pants. And I'm a fan. Well done.
I like a shapely calf.
I know you do.
In a man?
Yeah.
A
What-
shapely calf.
I feel
Listen,
like... Please.
in the Renaissance era,
All right.
there is a reason why the men,
So much shape.
terms of service, there
Not
is
the
a
calf,
reason
by the way.
why the men wore tights. The men weren't setting that fashion. 'Twas the ladies
Oh,
who enjoy a shapely calf.
I see. They were off
Interesting.
sporting their, the best meat's in the rump.
no, the calf.
Oh, sorry. I just forgot what I saw of Pete there. I just didn't see that again.
So very tight pants. I'm intrigued by whatever that was.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
no, I'm eternal.
You are eternal. Is this...
Your Ernal.
Is that Mad Max?
Is that
I don't know what this is. This is a men's T-shirt that I got from General Pants.
Ghost Rider?
Because men have cool T-shirts.
They say
and
that, don't
women
they? I am
have boring
eternal.
T-shirts.
And there's like a flaming kind of like what's on the steering wheels and stuff. I'm
I
reading
mean,
too much
I
into it.
don't feel like General Pants sports Mad Max merch.
Yeah.
I don't think Mad Max even merged, right?
Possibly.
I don't feel like
They're too cool
George
for
Miller's
merch.
got too much artistic integrity.
That's true.
That's not true. We're like in the 2 months after release,
Yep.
you could only find Mad Max Mother Milk in the fridge at Woolworths.
That is true.
Is that a real thing?
And it supported local farmers of where they were getting it.
That's funny. Talk to me about your parents' discovery.
It was my family. My sister called. She's like, I saw the show. And I was like, really? How'd you come about that? Like, because they know kind of what we do, but it's hard to describe the finer points.
Yeah.
Like, it's streaming, they glaze over. A sex magician, they wake up again.
Oh, big fan.
I love the idea of them trying to figure out the origin of that and how it relates to you.
I mean, I could very quickly just told them the story, which involved
No.
Bird, my cat, and
Never tell them.
Yeah.
Whatever they imagine will be worse and therefore more hilarious.
there you go.
Your parents are very proud.
Just me at home practicing my tricks.
Sex tricks.
It is true that I feel like I've never... Oh, no, that's not true at all. But I was going to say, I feel like I've never said anything on this show.
You've
that
never
I'm ashamed
practiced
of.
sex magic.
Oh, no, I've practiced sex.
Oh, you must.
I'd like to highlight this comment. This was not a highlighted comment in the chat, but allow me to highlight it from the VegaBus, who said, #calves are the boobs of the legs.
It's true. It's true.
Fair assessment.
That's
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
a great. I mean, yeah. All right. Good. I think that by the end of Pocket's run, which I assume will be 3 or 4 weeks' time,
That's right.
we should recategorize every part of the human body to be, this is the blank of the blank.
Yeah. Because it's like the thing you...
No, we should never say, like, it should never be...
Penis is the nose of the face.
No, other way around.
I've got the nose,
Nose
is the
is the
cock of the
penis.
face. Nose is the cock of the face, and then the calf is the boob of the leg.
Yeah.
And then it should be like when you punch someone, like there, it shouldn't be like, ow, my arm hurts. You should say, ow, my leg of the shot. Not that.
The kidney of the bicep.
The intestine of the chest.
But they all have to come from somewhere. Like, the idea of the nose as the penis of the face is like, it's kind of a useless thing that hangs around. It's not quite true. But like, the boobs are like, they are to be looked at sometimes, not to be looked at. That's how people, women show them off.
Stupid.
So Peter,
Do they?
Women show them off.
Oh my God. Back to Nick's thing.
First reaction to what a breast
Someone
is.
else talk now.
Nick said the arm is an intestine. What an idiot. Oh, what a nutter.
Instinct to what a breast is, well, first off, they're to be looked at. They provide no natural reason for existing.
Especially when women are showing them off all the time.
Oh God, I was warm before the show, but now I have a different colour.
I'm red and flushed for you.
Oh, moving on. What have we played this week? Someone talk.
That was wild. I can't even remember what I was. Oh, that's right. What I was going to say is that I there's a lot of things I'm ashamed of that I've said on the show. But sometimes I'll go home, and then the next day, Beck will say, "Oh, I saw a bit of the show last night," and I'm like, "Which part?" Like, you can't see me like this. You love me. You wouldn't after this.
We have to present it all in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah. But at
Dangerous.
home, it's strictly professional.
Absolutely, yeah.
You guys
We
really clamp
we don't-
down.
Have we? When was the last time we spoke at home?
Meat Shield says the little toe is the testicle of the foot.
It is. That's very
I'm sorry.
astute.
Yeah, we don't talk a lot at home. We spend most of our time as true introverts at opposite ends of the house.
The hair is the pube of the head.
There's a little insert for next week's intro video.
Yeah, we can all just put these side by side.
Oh, good. All right. And
The
I feel
earlobe
like- yep.
Oh my God.
is the pinky toe of the ear. Is this because I used a pinky again? Because pinky is just a useless thing on your foot. So you
Yeah.
just find useless parts on your body and be like, they're pinkies.
No, the pinky toe was
The male nipple is the pinky toe of the pectorals.
Pinkies keep you balanced.
Do they?
Yeah.
And the
That's what
point
people say.
was that it's like a pinky toe is as sensitive as a testicle to damage.
Okay, by that same logic, the
Earlobe.
male nipple is the earlobe of the
Angus,
breast.
Can you just stick to sex magic and stop trying to do this game?
From male nipple to earlobe to breast.
Well, what are these?
Like, you've got like pectoral muscles.
So, yeah, okay. So they're the male
I have
nipples.
breasts.
Sorry, they're not the male
You
nipple of the
don't.
breast. They're the male nipple. Welcome to anatomy. Gus
Nick, get us out of here.
I can't. We need some space between this and the sponsor read that I need to do. So can we stop talking about what is or isn't the testicle of the face? And it absolutely is the chin.
That's the scrote of the face.
My
Yeah.
stomach hurts from laughing.
All right. We're a variety show about video games, if you hadn't guessed.
I swear we are. I swear we are.
It's one of those days.
Okay, thank you very much everyone for tuning in. This is Back Pocket. You know it, you love it. That's why you're here watching. I hope you've had a good week. We've all had a good week. I hope everyone's had a good week and is feeling good. Steph?
I'm gone too.
What is it? What is the one
There's
of
a
the
lot
what?
of confusion
What
in
is the
chat.
one of the
bet.
what? Oh, really?
There's a lot of confusion in
We've
chat.
thrown off a lot of kids at school who were like, I'm pretty sure I learned every
Should I run the intro video again?
Kungle Bingle. The mouth is the asshole of the face.
That's actually
Well, if
quite
it's me,
deep.
a lot of shit comes out of it. So
Okay, a lot of people are asking about the glasses, Gus.
Oh, that's nice.
Very excited by the glassware we have on the table.
These were on sale from Zazzle, so I thought I'd shout the rest of the hosts a custom-made glass. So again, I know we talk a lot about merch at the moment, where we're testing products, we're road testing stuff.
And you can't really see it because it's far away, but he's custom made all of our little ones. So my pockety is holding a mug of tea, and it's my favourite Witcher mug from home. So there's some detail and thought that's gone into that. Thank you, Gus.
I'm thinking about what to put on the other designs.
That's good. And
Yeah.
I'm jazz handing around the cock on my face.
And I'm thinking
You lost
cups.
You lost it, man.
The bladder of the hand.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. We've branched out of anatomy into just everything. Welcome to Back Pocket. We got a fun show planned. Unfortunately, we put all that fun stuff right at the beginning, so the rest of the show is just very dry now and very boring. But we are thankful that you could join us. And when you're not with us watching the excellent content that we provide, then you probably want to be playing some sort of video game. And if you are a member of the PS Plus family, Angus, then there are free games.
And I might need to join a new family soon because mine aren't going to have me.
You might. PS Plus, of course, there are 2 free games every single month when you are a member, and the October monthly games are Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed Payback, and Vampire. They're the 2 games available if you have a PS Plus subscription, and you can just add those to your library and be able to play those as much as you want. And they're also running a competition. So Fall Guys, a game that you probably all have, the competition for the PS Plus Plays comp this month is Fall Guys. If you send in via Twitter your most memorable Fall Guys moment to @PlayStation AU and use the hashtag PS Plus Plays to go in the running, you can win a Fall Guys real life crown trophy. Look at that. I assume it's solid gold. You also get that PS Plus Plays Champions pack, but you definitely want that solid gold crown.
Do you get it in real life, or do you get to put it on your character as well? Because that would be a kind of cool way to show off that everyone else in the game knows you were the best ever wearing it.
Do you get the crown when you win, I assume? At the end?
Yes, you get a crown that is like a form of currency that goes towards super special stuff.
I see. Oh, it's handcrafted.
It's a handcrafted
Oh my God.
Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout Crown. So it is a
is
physical object.
To be
Physical object.
displayed
Yeah. Shaped.
Got it.
in your den.
I don't know. There needs to be a banana for scale. We're not
Yep.
sure how large it is, but it does have a lot of points. So you could use it if an intruder breaks into your house.
And you hope it's not too
Presumably.
big so your head just falls through it. And you just end up poking out the top of it. And
I don't think
piercing
you'll
your
have that problem.
eyes.
You have a gigantic head.
Well, I'm not saying I'm going to win it, clearly. My head is too big to
He
win.
has a normal sized head.
Yeah, the head.
Don't
being-
give him a complex about something else.
For an elephant. I also like the fact that we're all going, yeah, we need a banana there for scale because it's probably very small. It's probably like Jughead's crown that sits
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I hope it isn't too big that I fall through it and into a black hole like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar.
There's an interstellar library in the depths of that crown.
So please get involved in the PS Plus Plays competition and win yourself that crown. You want a crown. Also, I said Need for Speed. It is Need for Speed Payback.
Payback.
I said Playback because apparently my Google Docs now just autocorrect Payback to Playback because we make a lot of playbacks.
And we make a lot of segments using the word back and occasionally pocket, and it gets very confusing in Google Drive from time to time. Everything's
does.
a bit of muddled.
There is a very funny thing in the chat that I will not say now. I will save for the post show.
Ooh.
I saw it.
Yep. Do not put anywhere near the sponsor
a little tease.
So please remind me to read it out when we get to the post show, everybody. If you want to get in on that post show, sorry, did you have something that you want?
No, please
If
continue.
you want to get in on that post show, then please join the Patreon. We have a ton of you on the Patreon, but we want more of you. We want all of you. I want to collect all of you like your human Pokemon. And I want to put you all in balls. And I just want to look at you.
You going to make them fight each other? For your love.
Oh, for my love, yes. And
Yeah.
otherwise, I'll just keep them trapped in their balls.
Yeah, okay. Fine. That sounds just
If you just head to patreon.com/backpocket, you become a member of the community. $5 tier or more, get access to the Discord. $10 tier or more, get access to that post show. $50 tier or more, get access to Gus's hand.
Ooh,
Just this one.
that
Old
sounds
righty.
saucy.
Yeah, Gus's family, this is the sex magician.
It all comes back around.
It does.
I want to say that Barjo is in the chat and he's feeling very sick and poorly. So lots
Very
of sympathy
poorly.
in the chat for Barjo, please.
Please.
Sick and poorly, Barjo.
Pog
Him
Sads
sad
for-
kisses and farts or whatever people give.
Somebody
Boots.
said Barjo is the fart of back pocket.
He did fart on the show when he came on.
He farts a lot.
That's true.
Yeah, that is very
The smell lingers on.
It does. And what will not linger on anymore is this intro. Let's get into the rest of the show, and let's start it off, as we always do, with what you've been playing. I'm just saying, everybody, what y'all been playing. Our favourite segment of the show, or at least the first segment of the show, that is brought to you by Brent Jones, a.k.a. Loki Cat.
Old Brent Jones always copping the raw end of the deal in some way or another. It's either a very loosely ad-libbed intro, or it's just the idea that we shaft him to the front of the episode so we all just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we love him.
The cat is the...
Oh, God.
The Loki is the cat
Yep.
of the bird.
No.
Ooh, now we're getting to some weird... It was capturing the essence of that failed moment.
Because we're always saying that we make a big deal about the fact that he likes cats, but he actually likes birds. I don't know.
If your hair was more up, and sorry, I'm going to do this to you, and it's going to be messy for the rest of the show. You're like that, and do that pose again. You're almost the History Channel aliens meme dude.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the squinty guy, the aliens guy.
just doing that one.
Aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
Yeah.
In the chat, Argon TV says cats kill birds, which is a very good point. So I wonder if Loki Cat looks at his birds and he's like,
I skipped dinner.
not tonight.
Holds back that
Control
hunger.
yourself. And it's one of those things that if you hold it on enough, then it'll be so good when you do rip those birds to shreds.
God, it's his favourite pet bird. No, I'm not having any of this. I drew that bird. I looked at nice pictures of that bird.
But that's
Moving
like
on.
farmers who have cows, you know? They
They don't name them, I've discovered. They don't name the animals they eat.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't sit down at dinner and look at my pizza. I'm like, all right, Herbert, you and I are going to spend a bit of quality time together.
To be fair, the restaurant names it for you. They're always called like Bianca. You know, like a pizza? It's not like
I
a
thought you
it's
meant,
not
I thought
like
you meant cows.
no.
Yeah, that's true.
A pizza.
That's true.
What happened to the good old capricciosa?
Okay.
It's sorry. All right, we'll move on.
This is segueing to the point of like,
Gus
whatever
is
happened
done with pizza talk.
Whatever happened to pizza names? It's like, Steph, what have you been playing?
The important thing is that we've made sure that no one who isn't a real fan of this show is watching it. So let's get into it. Steph, kick us off. What have you been playing this week? Surprise us.
So I didn't play anything new. I feel very sheepish because I just played the games that I have already spoken about on this show that I'm just enjoying so much that I played more of them this week. So I played more Phasmophobia, getting my levels up so I can afford that top tier gear
Yep.
for ghost hunting. Still really enjoying it.
You did.
No, that's okay. And then I've just been playing more Baldurs Gate 3, which is still in early access. Has received some hot fixes, some patches.
Oh, good.
Still very rough, but is considerably more stable than the first time that I played it.
Describe rough, like crashing or gameplay feels weird.
Not really crashing, but more like you get like bugs that cause issues in multiplayer. Like
Right, okay.
somebody gets locked out of combat and then that breaks the whole thing, and then you have to kind of restart the whole situation. We had an issue where if somebody started a dialogue thing and another person wasn't in it, and then they tried to listen into that dialogue, then it was like you couldn't get out of that dialogue. And yeah, we had an issue where we couldn't quick save or save it all.
Yeah.
So then we had to just go back and load a previous save, and we lost a whole bunch of stuff. Annoying things like that, but like it is a testament to the game itself that it is that I keep going back for more and will 100% play it again this weekend because in spite of all of the bugs, I'm just enjoying it so much.
And how far in are you?
Not very. Partly because of the bugs and stuff. Keep having to replay
Makes
things.
sense.
But also, and this is a question that I have for all of you, when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you roll the dice and you have to deal with
The outcome.
the outcome. But in this situation, you have the option to reload saves all the time.
Sure.
If you make mistakes and, you don't like the outcome of a certain thing. And being my first playthrough, I'm wanting to see how different things go if I make different choices. And, I'm also very conscious of the fact that I like to play as a character who is loved and liked by all. And the game is pretty much set up to make that almost impossible.
Of course. Yeah.
Because there was one situation that I walked into early on where we'd come to this camp where a bunch of people were like, this big threat is coming, so we're going to just like shut this whole glade. We're going to magically seal it so that nothing can get in or out. And we're just going to save ourselves, basically.
It's like Melbourne.
And so as you're wandering around that camp, you're sort of talking to people. You see that someone has a goblin in a cage. And this woman's going to murder this goblin. And this goblin's like, yeah, whatever, you suck. And you're kind of like, hang on.
Classic D&D dialogue.
There's another guy there who's like, no, don't kill the goblin. She didn't murder your friend or whatever. Like, she didn't actually do anything wrong. You can't just murder her in cold blood. And she's like, I know what she did and I'm going to murder her. So you have the option to like intercede or be like, whatever, it's a goblin, I don't care. And previous to that, goblins have just attacked this town. So you're like, we know the goblins are shady, but, I was like... Look, before anyone does anything rash, let's just get all the facts. So I stepped in front of it and she was just like, screw you, I'm going to kill you too. And then I ended up having to murder everyone. And then the goblin was like, thanks for saving me. If you want, I can help you with this problem that you've got if you want to come meet my like high priestess or whatever. So I was like, I guess we're in league with the goblins now. But then as soon as we walked out of the room, everyone was like, you're letting the goblin escape. And then I had to fight everyone in the whole freaking glade.
Oh, no.
And my friend was like, there was a tunnel back there. I think if we were going to go with the goblin, we're probably supposed to go out the back and like take that route. So it was one of those things where I just kept restarting and making different decisions because I didn't like the decisions that I was making. And that just kept happening. There were so many scenarios that I'd go into that everything would just go wrong. The game is set up to just make every decision you make backfire terribly.
I love that we're in a scenario where it's like no one can get in, but you also specified no one can get out.
Yeah.
And so you're trapped in a glade bubble with just everyone is dead except for you and this goblin. And it's like, well, that's it. We have to make love. We have to repopulate the glade. It's interesting because I feel like maybe I'm wrong about you. I feel like you would have just gone, well, this is what happened. This is the outcome, and I just have to roll with it.
Yes, I think when I play this for real, when it's out in the full game, I will stick to that, especially now that I know the outcome of like the first quarter of the game by that point. I can make all the right decisions.
Yeah, I'm interested that you are playing it with the intention of starting again from the start, because I think I asked this the other week, but you can continue on with your save, I assume, when the game goes to full release?
I don't think so.
Oh, you can't, right.
No.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Yeah, because in that case, you are testing the waters, you're trying things out.
Yeah, you're trying different class and race combinations and that kind of thing. But I think, because even when I played Detroit Become Human, which they specifically say, please don't not
keep reloading and
reload a save, play at least once all the way through. And I was streaming it, and I remember I made a decision that got somebody killed that I really didn't want to. And I was sitting there having like a full-on nervous breakdown on stream, and people were like, don't do it, Steph, just keep playing, just live with a choice. And I was like, no, I can't.
David Cage told you have to do this, Steph.
I won't enjoy this game knowing that I was responsible for that person dying because I flubbed a quick time event.
That's an interesting distinction between D&D video game and D&D tabletop. Yeah. Because you don't get to reset on tabletop.
It's one of the things that I do.
That's what I mean
about it.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, I find that an interesting dynamic for this because I was just quick saving all the time and just reloading saves every time I made a decision that I didn't like. But
Scotty, we're trying to produce internet television.
Yes, it's all right, darling. You're a good girl.
I love the idea of in however many months seeing Steph saunter up to that same goblin in a cage and the woman and go like, fuck you, I am not touching that. And just
going straight for the tunnel, kill the high priestess.
We are done.
Do you intend with this to play through multiple times while it's in early access, or you just want to get to the end of this to have like experienced it once and then your second playthrough will be the character you actually want to roll?
No, I definitely want to play through multiple times so that I can play with different characters and classes and races and stuff, so I can explore that. But also, so currently as it stands, I ended up just ignoring the whole goblin situation altogether because I think
that's your reroll. You went, no, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I want to go back and see what happens if I do get in league with the goblin and take the tunnel route.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those games as well that you get so sidetracked and there's so many little side things, you know, and it's when you're in a party with 4 people, or at least I think we had 3, you have more eyes to kind of notice little things. Reese, who I was playing with, just panned his camera up a mountain and was like, hang on, if you follow this path up this mountain that's off to the left, there's something happening on the top of it. There's like someone standing there and there's like a goblin who's just like hiding in a bush or something.
Bloody
and I was
goblins,
like, oh
yeah.
man. So I would never have seen that, but like that ended up
Sending you guys.
sending off
direction,
on this
yeah.
whole thing, and we had an encounter there that gave me an item that's apparently really exciting to have. So
Yeah, cool.
yeah, I'm just really, really enjoying it. It's still full of bugs. I still can't, in good conscience, recommend it to people for the price for what
Sure.
you get at the moment, unless you were just like a hardcore D&D nerd who is as excited about it as I am. But yeah, the only other thing I'll mention is that because I felt guilty that I hadn't played anything new, I was looking on Steam for something to play maybe like today that I could just talk about quickly, and I found a game called it was called
I've got the name here if you want it.
It was called Call of Russia, Furry Warfare.
Interesting.
Which is, I think it was about $4.50, and I almost bought it. And in this game, you play as Putin,
Good.
who is fighting against an invading force of furries.
It should be called Porton, by the way. Like a kitten's paw.
Interesting.
As you were.
Who was fighting against an invading force of furries. And I thought that I would give it a go for the lols. But then I was concerned that maybe it was disrespectful to the furry population. And maybe, because
Are they a population or a community?
a community, the furry community.
Well, it depends on how many there are.
They're trying to. I believe they're trying to populate. Yeah, no success. Yeah.
But if there's interest, I'll give it a go. But it just looks like it's a random.
What was the style of game? Like, is this a.
Like you're playing as it's a first-person shooter,
Right.
And you're playing as a shirtless Putin who's just going around a snowy Russia,
Right.
shooting furries.
I will look this
Who
up.
are
I love that
very-
we have like a guilt of like, I gotta play something to talk
I
about.
thought it
And
was,
that got to the point
yeah.
of you being.
And I got so excited when I found it. I was like, this will be hilarious. And then I was just like, I know that we have a lot of like, furry friends out there who might think that it's like,
You could play
Offensive.
it and just
Let them know. It
Putin,
could be educated.
No,
Oh,
let
right.
Putin lose.
that's
You could
true.
do a lose playthrough.
Yeah, okay.
This
Yeah,
could be furry gratification because while the furry, there may be a furry population out there. There's certainly a subset of that, which is a furry community of furries who want to be furries and also shoot Putin.
Yeah.
That definitely
You
exists.
should be able to play as a furry, but I feel like Russians made this game and they're Russians that hate furries.
What a bizarre,
Wow. Interesting.
so weird. Peter,
yes?
weird games?
No?
Normal games.
So this is Back Pocket where we talk about the games that we've been playing this week. Oh. And I was like, what have you been playing this week?
I've played Destiny again. Oh no, here we go. And I've been playing it pretty consistently since I mentioned it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Here it is.
You and your
Nick's
little
mad.
crew of other friends.
He's so upset. we
I installed it. We can play.
We can play without Peter.
I want to play.
Without Peter.
yeah, the Bargain Boys. Destiny 2 is free to play on Steam. So we've been playing this a bit, and for the longest time, one of my mates has been like, "We've got to do a raid. We have to do a raid. Everyone get ready to do a raid." And we're like, "All right, like let us just level up a bit, get used to the game. We'll do a raid." Because I remember doing a raid in Destiny 1. It was quite linear, but it was
They're pretty epic.
puzzles and epic fights and like puzzles in the way that you're like, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And it's The Witness but with guns. It's like you become like,
Which is exactly what Jonathan Blow intended.
they're very clever like mechanics often in the puzzles. This what we're seeing is the Leviathan raid. Leviathan? Yeah, which I ran last night with Reese. Reese is playing with everyone. Reese is a legend. And I'll tell you, we wouldn't have made it without Reese.
Had someone. So was he the only one that had run it before?
No, we had Reese and Reese wrangled in Matt, and they both knew what they were doing, and the 4 bargain boys had no clue.
How many people can you have in a raid?
Raids, I think, are 6.
Okay,
Right.
So we ran the raid together, guided by Reese, and there's no way in hell we would have gotten past the first one. Yeah, we did complete it, and it took us about 3 hours.
That's huge.
And this is very different and this is about to get taken out of the game.
Yeah.
This is part of the content that I think this was one of the raids that was available right near the start of Destiny 2. It's about to get removed from the game with the archiving, the cleanup. Yeah, they're going to vault a bunch of content. It is huge. It is so different to the raid in Destiny 1. I'm sure Destiny 1's raids changed, and I stopped playing Destiny 1 after I did that first raid, and I was like, I've had my fill of what Destiny is. It was kind of cool and kind of
Exhausting.
I want to say awful in how much this is someone who I was with people who had run the raid many times, and they had to bring up peripheral content to even guide us through. Granted, they hadn't done it in probably a couple of years, but it's like,
sure,
we needed a map that's not in the game to work out where to go.
Yeah.
We didn't need a descriptor of how to solve the puzzles. Reese knew everything and talked us through it. And completing it was really fun. Each section does feel unique and interesting, but you're in this massive ship of Jabba the Hutt, rich boy.
Look at all that gold.
Yeah, I know. Running around, blowing stuff up. At one point, we walked into this room, and spoilers for this boss fight, but it is very old. We walked into this room, and Reese was like, "Okay, so a team of us are going to grab the orbs, and we'll go back into this room where we'll start to break down this fat guy's shields. The rest of us." We'll be calling out the symbols that are appearing on the forehead of the floating skull. We'll have to do that in a specific order, and then I will call the other symbol for someone to punch in the other room.
Video game.
What? And it was the kind of thing where it's like, that is a very accurate description of what happened.
Yep.
It made zero sense until it was happening.
On 3 break.
And that was the original design doc.
But yeah, it was, the mechanics of it are really fun, and it was a cool thing to play through.
I'm jealous you're playing this and you got a full group together to play raid, and that you've leveled up and refamiliarized yourself with the game, because I love Destiny, and I wish it was something that I was back into and had enough time to sink into it.
The giant skull.
Jesus,
There it
that's
is.
terrifying.
Punch it.
But yeah, it is one of those things that's it's gone a little beyond where I can play catch up now.
I've played Destiny for years. I have never done a raid. I have so many people in my DMs saying, "Do you want to raid with us? Come raid with us. We'll show you the raid."
Hey, it looks like you're about to be raided, Nick.
Totally. I have someone in my Kelster who we've made a logo for. He's in my NFL fantasy league, and sometimes send me messages going, "Just by the way, we're running a Destiny crew if you want to come along." Never done it, and I've always wanted to, because that's the actual content that real people love about that game. I do all the bullshit, repeatable, let's do another patrol on the moon, and then it's wait, you're saying I could be playing this the whole time? This? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pete.
I did enjoy it. I'm
you texting?
I'm not texting anyone. I'm just trying to bring up a name to help me with the next game that I want to talk about, which is. Oh, you want to keep talking?
I was just going to say, what's holding you back at the moment? Is it just time, life?
It's just time, and I feel like
Can you get a 3-hour chunk right now?
I mean, I could. So I could if it was late at night. But it's also at that point, I don't want to be talking to people.
No,
I spend all day talking to people. I want to stop talking to people.
The thing that's tricky about raids in particular, and goes back to WoW and all that kind of stuff. It's if you're in, you're in. It's if
totally.
you drop out, you suddenly
you throw the whole thing.
You throw the whole thing
you've
for
wasted
everyone.
everyone's time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so they're big. They are a commitment in that sense. But that, and I imagine, Pete, when you get to the end of it, there is a feeling of elation that you don't often get in games, which is we had teamwork, we went through a slog together, and we had to work a lot of stuff out. So I remember that from the original one.
I got a message. We finished it at
disgusting.
We finished it at 12:30 a.m. and I got a message 15 minutes later from one of the guys saying, Did that just take 3 hours? And he's vowed to never play Destiny.
and that's 3 hours. That's fast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like you're doing it with someone who knew what they were doing.
Sure.
Like people who don't know, it's like 3 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we're gonna go through this.
Well, that's when they all
figure
start.
it out as we go.
Yeah,
But
totally.
yeah, I just remember back in the day when they first started, it's like, these people have completed it in this time, and it's like there are communities working
World
it out
first,
together.
so-
Totally, yeah. World first runs of the thing are like a big deal.
Yeah. Cool.
Very
All right.
cool.
Well, I'm jealous. What else you play?
So Gus and I both dabbled with this, but we dabbled with the webbed demo.
So this was off the back of the Steam Autumn,
Festival?
Festival that we were talking about last week, and we played fairy beat 'em ups, whatever that was, party animals, and looked through some of the other demos, and yeah, just so happened that we both played the same one, which was this.
Yeah, I don't know how you
indie.
found it, but I found it in the Pocketeer Discord
Oh,
because
right.
Riley Neville, one of the developers at S-Bug Games,
That looks
one of the
like that
creators of the
cute
game,
Spider-Man.
It does a bit.
was a developer on it and posted it in one of the
Wait, one of the
threads.
Pocketeers developed this game.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
It
Riley
is-
Neville.
That's so
S-Bug
cool.
Games.
This piece of shit. That's amazing.
This is utterly
Look at
delightful.
that web mechanic.
So,
It's
yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, I really wish you hadn't revealed that because I want to know Gus's actual opinion.
yeah, totally. we had
You both did.
We DM'd
loved
and we
it.
were like,
Yeah, okay.
"This
Oh,
thing's
cool.
cheap
Okay.
as."
Tell me.
Yeah, I think Gus delved more into it than I did. But like the moment you touch the controls, it is like as beautifully fluid as you'd want it to be.
I looked at this and thought,
like Carrion.
no one can play it like that. And it's like, no, surprisingly, it's very intuitive. It's very forgiving in the swing mechanics and the web mechanics and that sort of stuff. I went into it just being like, this looks like Spider-Man. Like, you can swing around and that'll be really fun.
S-Bug Games in the chat says, that's my game.
It's really fun.
Sick.
Yeah, and just the opening area, it is, I think, a designed demo that says at one point, like, hey, you've been playing it. If you're enjoying it, like, maybe buy the full game. It's like, it's a demo that talks to you, which I love because it takes me back to the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Proper demo. And obviously, I think this area that's built into it is specifically, it's maybe not in the full game because it's giving you all these little tasks to do in this nice little area. So really, there's a lot of verticality, obviously, that like you can go right up into the treetops. But there's some cool little elements to it, which I didn't notice at first, which is there are flies that can get caught in your web. So you can swing, but you can also put a web to a point and then stick it down again. And so you can create a web.
Yeah,
Amazing.
The coolest feature of it is...
Which, like, my reaction to that was like once I started, because you can web together and start to build a web, was like, how do you design a game like this where you don't just immediately break the map by making your own platformer? With it?
Yeah, right.
There are these little bugs getting around like flies that if they fly into it, they'll get stuck, and you stick to your web, obviously. You crawl up and down and you can eat them, I'm assuming for health or maybe for other reasons. If you web a leaf, you turns into a parachute or a little, like he's grabbing there and he swings down. But the coolest feature is that by sticking the web to objects, when you run up and down it, it makes a sound like a piano string. So it makes a little like sort of, or a harp,
It's taut.
or a stringed instrument. It's
Yeah,
taut.
yeah.
But if you then create ones of different lengths, they make different notes. It changes the pitch of it.
Oh, nice.
So as you make a big web full of short, medium, and long web strands, and you crawl around it, you get this lovely little sound of like little
Beethoven's Fifth.
well, yeah, you get this little harp, piano strings, little. Bing, bing, bing,
Oh, that's lovely.
And you know, I specifically made short webs and just ran up and down them. It was just like a really cute detail that, it was just such a lovely touch, and yeah, it was adorable.
I'm sure S-Bug has more information about this than we do, but
would hope so.
It is. The demo was during the period. The demo is now over.
Right.
So sucked in. You can't play it. We got to play it, but it is listed for a 2021 release. So it's
great.
It's not too far away.
I literally just opened up Steam to
Wish
go
list,
buy
wish
it.
list, wish list.
Yeah.
But I can't buy it, but
Wishlist
you
it.
can wishlist it. So
I think that's what it says at the top. See, look at this. He just like grabs the fly, but actually sticks
at
two
it.
webs to it. It's now stuffed. While it's being pulled out, goes and eats it.
Yeah, that's
Super
amazing.
Cool.
Really, really fun.
But do you remember that picture that went around the internet where they were like, how can you be afraid of spiders when they look this cute? It's that spider.
It
It's
is.
a spider.
It's
And
that
you
spider.
There's some cute. You can press a button to answer your friend. You press a button to like raise your little legs in the air and shake them around, and any corresponding bugs do the same thing back at you.
Oh.
And I think this is there's a little objective to get this ant down to his burrow. But he's like he's just wandering around aimlessly. So you literally start like flinging him and punching him. You also fire, it's really
Come on,
anatomically
buddy.
correct apart from the fact that you fire lasers. So the spider just occasionally goes, pew, pew,
That
pew.
one
Just-
fact.
Yeah, they're little web shot. Web shot. They call them lasers.
I love the development process where they're just like, we need to give this spider some kind of projectile that is in keeping with its natural anatomy. And they'd be like, fuck it, let's just make a laser.
Well, it's a web, but the sound effect is like a ray gun
Yeah,
from
yeah,
a
it is,
sci-fi
yeah.
Sure,
movie.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
Lasers are the ejaculate of the spider.
There you go.
But yeah,
Brother.
if you haven't
Yes,
already, go check it
yes.
out on Steam. Chuck it on your wish list. It's adorable and really worth a play when it does come out. I hope
Cool.
soon.
All right, Pocketeer community, your move. What game have you made?
Yeah.
The rest of you, huh? And so is that all you've been playing?
Yeah.
That's
it.
I wish I knew about that. I haven't checked the Discord in like a week. I need to get back in on there, so I missed this.
It is super
awesome.
cute.
Cool.
And the only other one I've been playing this week is Ride 4, which is a MotoGP racing title. I actually realized I really enjoy motorcycle racing. I know nothing about the sport. I don't know any of the people who actually do it. But as a game, as a racing style of game, it's actually really fun. And the reasoning behind that is because I find I either like really stylized races, your Need for Speeds and that sort of stuff. But your sims and that stuff, I hate it. You mess up one turn and the whole race is over. Same thing in this, but the crashes, mwah, they are spectacular. But the other part of it that's really fun is the sort of physics and momentum to it, which is there's a lot more planning into the turns and how you actually race by having to throw your whole body around. And once you get into a good rhythm, it's really satisfying.
Can I just say, just because we saw the first person
Sure.
camera there, this would be cool in VR.
It would.
It would make you sick.
If you had to lean.
yeah.
Anything when you're in a cockpit or on a seat and driving, you don't actually often feel
That
that
tends
sick.
to be okay, yeah.
That makes it better, but this would be quite
I mean, if they
full-on.
nail it, it would make you sick from fear.
That is possibly true. So look, I'm probably not going to go into this much more than just dabbling for a couple of races. I got fourth in one race once, which was a real effort. So it's not the kind of thing that I'm going to jump on and try and climb to the top of the career. But as you can see, like that racing line is really important because, it's all about back brake, front brake, throwing your momentum, leaning, dropping your knee. It's just more fun for me than just applying a brake and turning a steering wheel.
Yep.
So I find them really fun and they're really exhilarating. When you do pick up a lot of speed, you feel out of control.
I apologize, but the whole time you were saying that, I thought you were leading up to a bit. I thought you were talking you're like, follow the racing line. It's really important. I love it. I was like,
No, it's one of
This
those
is a
games
joke,
where
right?
if that wasn't there,
the
you would miss
punchline.
I'm missing so many corners and messing up so many corners
Yeah, totally.
with that there because you brake and you can't just go, bugger it, I'll turn all the brakes on. You'll lock up, you'll go over your front wheel. Again, not a big motorbike fan, but I just, as a style of game and as a style of racer, I implore everyone to try it because it is heaps of fun. But as I mentioned, if I stuff up a race, I just take other people out with me.
It's good.
So I put together a quick little montage.
Oh, hello.
Of some of my favourite crashes recently, and I thought we could all watch with a bit of music. So, Peter, maestro, if you will,
this is the clip.
this is the clip.
Very nice. That's why you were singing this earlier.
Just got rear-ended by this guy. He was the AI, so don't worry, I took him out later.
Goddamn.
Oh my god, this is like Road Rash. Oh, Tommy Edwards, no.
I think this is the good one.
Oh my god.
Oh, why would anyone ride a motorbike ever?
I know, in real life, very dangerous, very silly, but as a game,
Pieces.
heaps of fun. And again, there's so much career stuff and there's so much stuff for serious rev heads, I'm sure, to get into. I'm just gonna usually go for a little ride occasionally, and
Can we show a clip from MotoGP? Can we
The
do
video
that?
game or the...
No, the actual race.
we can tee it up in a bit, but off the top of our head, yeah.
I think we would be fun.
the
Yeah.
network connection.
So let me just show, because Steph, yes. Where should I send this?
Put the link in the
I'll put it in the script.
in the script.
In the script?
Yeah.
It's a scripted show, guys. If you hadn't guessed already.
We spent hours writing the bit
there.
about toes being earlobes.
Oh yeah.
So what I want to show is
Oh,
yes,
this
Steph.
is yes. Okay, I did see this. Can I just do this?
Oh, yeah,
bit?
totally.
I did see this too myself.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. So
Everyone's fine.
no one died.
Dies? Okay.
But it is like just going, how could you... Because I watched MotoGP while I'm waiting for Formula 1 to start, and this happened a couple of weeks ago.
This was insane.
So watch the motorbike
I don't have any sound from this.
there. As it goes, two bikes go in between
We get a
two
replay
riders.
or two, I think.
You don't have sound, Pete.
I do have a little bit, but
I think we see we also see the point of view from. Okay, this is real life, so very serious, guys. What I showed off before, very silly, but yeah, this was unbelievable.
Absolutely. Like the riders are saying, they literally felt the wind of the bike as it crosses in front of their face. It is the most terrifying crash I've ever seen.
Let me just scroll up and see if we get. Here we go.
And I was watching this live, and it was just like, in fact, with some Pocketeers, we were all in the Discord talking about it. There you go.
Whoa.
Two bikes go past. Yeah, so there you go.
Here we go. Another, and again and again and again. They did not have a rewind feature.
I've pulled it out just because I'm sure this whole clip is going to get like destroyed on.
Oh my
You would have
God.
seen his like
not
life
seeing it
flash
anymore.
before his
Oh,
eyes.
sorry.
That was
We're
my
staring
fault.
like.
I pulled it out of our broadcast. Just,
Yeah, good.
I'm sure that whole section's going to have to get lifted out of the YouTube upload.
Possibly.
But how funny would that be if it had classical music behind
The
it?
Blue Danube behind that.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm glad you're enjoying MotoGP.
Yeah, a bit of fun. What about yourself?
So I played 2 new games this week. One you will see next week on the playback, which is, I just will talk about very quickly, a cute puzzle game called I Am Dead. And I won't spoil too much about this game because in the video, when we made it, we also were like, we should stop playing this game now because we're actually just spoiling the story.
Yeah.
But it's a very cool thing where basically you play as a ghost that goes through where you used to live, and there's a whole, I won't even say the rest of the premise because it's all a nice surprise, but you basically need to track down memories of people that you knew when you were alive, and the way to find these memories is you sort of talk to people or you hear people's thoughts. You interpret their memories, and then you go into a little vignette scene thing like this, like a little diorama, and then you start selecting objects, and I guess you're kind of zooming. They call it
Slice
slicing.
through, yeah.
And you go through them and find the object that they're talking about that triggers the memory. And it's just a super cool, very charming puzzle game. It's got a funny little story. It's got like a surprising amount of heart for a game that is like appropriate amount of heart. I guess,
What's
for a
it called
game.
again?
I Am Dead.
I Am Dead.
But I love the art style, and I also love that mechanic of like this whole slicing thing. Hadn't seen that before in a game. So anyway, we do a playback of it next week. Very enjoyable.
It is funny, just as a quick note, to think, is this something they were going, we're building a game, we've got an art style, we've got talented artists, we're rendering it in 3D. Playing around with the 3D engine
Totally.
going, what the fuck is this? And
Yeah.
it's one of those things that you go, that's really cool. It's like, can you animate that? No, that's just in the builder. But yeah, it's almost like they've played around with that and made a mechanic around it. It's very
Totally, yeah. It does feel like you're deliberately breaking the game, yeah. But then the other game that I played is the Solitaire Conspiracy, which I spoke about on the news a couple of weeks ago when it got announced, the new Mike Bithell game. I love these kinds of just weird, short little games. And
To the game
this
itself,
one
sorry.
is...
Is this more FMV?
Yes, it is FMV with Greg Miller from Kinda Funny, which... He does a very good job. I still think it's very weird that he's in it. I get it. He's a mate of Mike Bithell, and it's a bit of an in-joke that he's in it, but I cannot take the story seriously because I'm just like, you're wearing the same clothes you wear on your internet show, you're sitting at the same green screen as your
Sure,
show,
yeah.
and you sound the same. Like, you are just, yeah. But that's fine. You're not here for the story.
How's the game itself?
The game is cool. So it is, at the core, it is solitaire. But basically, the whole conceit of the story is that you are a spy agency that is trying to stop the criminal called Solitaire. And you have these different gangs and crews. And so the crews are different decks of cards that have powers. So while the base mechanic is just normal solitaire, stack cards on top of each other until you put the whole suit together, then those sort of the Queen King Jacks, or the highlighted ones, they get these powers. So when with the first crew, which is Mantis, when you take one of those charge cards and sit it on top of another stack of cards, it blows it up and scatters those cards randomly across other piles.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a 2 at the bottom of that I need. There's 5 cards on top. I'll put this power card on it. It'll blow it up and put those cards on different decks, and I'll have a better chance of getting that too.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Is like that as a way of changing up Solitaire sounds cool. Is the story that they're putting around it, the design, the aesthetic, these cutscenes, does that feel unnecessary in any way? Because that to me looks like that.
Like you could absolutely argue yes, unnecessary. It's not obtrusive.
Okay.
And so it's kind of just like, it's just a conceit, I guess, because the flavor text on all the cards is fun, like the crews and stuff. It does a cool thing that I hadn't seen before, super small detail, but at the end of each run, you get a basically a skin for the game. So see how it has that blue thing. When you finish the first one, it's like gold star or whatever, and you click on that and that blue wash becomes a gold wash. Like this is not important at all, but it is this nice thing of just like you go through and you change the look of the game as you play.
That's very visually satisfying.
Totally.
And like classic Solitaire, you want to change the back of those cards.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You want to find the one that suits you.
You want
And
that.
you always
you
want the
tropical.
Oh, Tropical's good, but I also am a fan of it was like a haunted mansion
Oh, that
on
was
a
my
hill with
favorite
the bats
too.
that go.
Yeah.
But it
The
is-
castle.
But I am a really big fan. I love these. I love when people take these very established games and just put little twists on them. Like the Very Bad Chess. Like Zach Gage does heaps of these on the iPhone. Very Bad Chess, I think, is one. His latest Sudoku one. Just where you go, oh, you've put a twist on this very classic genre. Is a great way to while away a couple of hours.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Who owns the license to Solitaire?
Good question.
Do you have
made
to?
that?
Is it one of those things that's
Card
just like
games are-
public
I was gonna
access,
say card
like
games must be in the
classical
public
music
domain.
after
Yeah.
however many years?
Yeah, that Blue Danube, that's out there for everyone.
Yeah, I guess
Drop that in anything. Put
that
that
is
with a game of
interesting.
yeah.
Why is it that chess? How can you just license chess? Will that happen to everything? In 400 years' time, will someone just be able to make a new Witcher game? Is that how that works?
I think it's like I don't know. I think because there have been consistently Witcher things for like a certain period of time, whereas like I don't know, Mozart created this song and people have used it, but like it's been so much. I don't know.
I think in America it was 70 years.
Yeah.
Well, it has been increased to 70 years.
Yeah.
And then it's in the public domain. So I think that applies to music, all the arts, I guess. Chess
Yep.
could be described as an art.
Yeah, interesting.
What about copyrighted pizza?
But it,
Copyright is 70 years from the death of the author
Yeah.
or the creator.
or the creator. But Disney are doing their darndest to make sure that number keeps going up and
I'm
up
sure.
and up and up.
yeah.
And one day they'll buy Solitaire. And they'll own it.
And make an animated film about it, and it'll be shared.
So yeah, Solitaire Conspiracy, very fun. Like super fun if you like Solitaire, and I think we all, at a base level, like Solitaire. Everyone has played Solitaire at some point, and he's like, "All right, this is what I'm going to do for a couple of hours, like a couple of hours over the course of your entire life." But yeah, cool.
It just reminds me. I have an anecdote about that where we went to before we lived in the mountains. We went to a family's house that are up in the mountains with my parents and Peter, and I bought a game called Sushi Go Party, which you recommended. Yes. And I said to Peter, I was like, "Do you want to play this with me?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "We're just sitting here." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really want to play it." And I was like, "No, okay." So I like opened my book and I
gonna
looked
marry
over and he was playing Solitaire. And I was like,
It's a classic
you
game.
would rather play a game by yourself
Yeah.
than play this game with
Yeah,
me.
that's amazing. That's amazing. And Sushi Go Party is great.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not in the mood to learn a whole rule set of a new board game.
What?
And
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure
an-
it's easy, but like, no.
Peter looked
a
up over
game
his
about
glasses on the end of his nose and
sushi.
went, "Not today." Anyway,
That is very funny. That is very funny.
did I put the bins down?
All right, that is what we've been playing. Tell us what you've been playing in the Discord. I'll check the Discord this weekend. That'll be a nice change. We'll be back right after this quick word from our sponsors.
Mountain!
Is your thumb chafed? Calloused? Does it hurt when you headshot the wizard from the moon? You've probably got Destiny Thumb, a condition that affects 1 out of every 1 Destiny players. Lucky there's Avexia. Just apply Avexia thrice daily to the affected area. Side effects of Avexia may include heart murmurs, heart whispers, heart shrieking, jam tongue, deep vein thrombosis, shallow vein thrombosis, elephantitis, giraffe neck, Truman Show syndrome, me, myself and Irene-itis, the quakes, the shake and bake, the bacon snake, the snake and rake, foodborne illnesses including breech banana and chicken Caesarean salad, bulging vein, bungee mane, imposter syndrome, composter syndrome, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, beaver fever, rat bite fever and Saturday night fever, facial blindness, severe facial remembrance, alien hand syndrome, mermaid foot, and, in some rare cases, Destiny Thumb. Do not take Avexia if you are also taking medication for Fortnite fungus or Dota Dick.
Welcome back. That was an ad for Avexia. That was CMints' a word from our sponsor. And who did Mountain?
Belly Kate.
Belly Kate. I
Yeah.
know that name. I think Belly Kate, if I remember correctly, and I may not, artist? Drew art that
Absolutely.
we hung on the pocket door?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And in fact, Belly Kate also, on top of submitting her word from the sponsor, submitted her picture. Finally, thank you. And it is a picture with you at PAX with the art.
Hey, that's right.
So it may have already come up on the bottom of the screen.
Nice.
Eye out for that. All right, it is time to get into the gameplay segment. What are we calling this?
We need to come. I'm open to throw this one out to the audience. We
Yeah.
play a game often, and we need a segment name for it.
We were thinking about it today because I was like, oh, we got it. So this segment is owned and by a new sponsor. And so we were like, we got to put a name on this. And Gus was like, the gameplay seg? He was like, surely we could do better than that.
I like that you read my subtlety of like, he's like, we're sponsoring the gameplay seg. I'm like, and it's called the gameplay seg?
Yeah.
I typed it that way, and it sounded that way.
We didn't do better than that, though.
No, we did not. So if you have any suggestions, please let us know.
Who's it sponsored by, Nick?
Oh, no one, I will tell you in a second, no one
Pocket
suggested
play.
this, but I just saw the words in the chat and it actually could work. What if we just called it Good Game? Because we only play good games on here.
That is true.
That is funny. And Good Game is brought to you by our new $250 tier patron, Avexia.
Hey!
Avexia getting the double look in, and to celebrate, I wrote a poem for Avexia.
Ooh,
That's lovely.
regale us with it.
This pocketeer's name is Avexia, which is a word that rhymes with dyslexia. He loves some synthwave and running Destiny raids, and because he paid us, I think he's He's now sexier.
Yes.
Yay!
I was like, how did you know it right with sexier? Yeah. You were holding out for the end. Well done.
It was the big finish.
Oh,
as it
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Avexia makes you sexier.
That's true. Avexia makes you sexier and cures your Dota thumb.
Dota dick.
If you don't have Dota dick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or Fortnite fungus.
Or Fortnite fungus. Don't forget that one. We include the ladies.
Okay, it's been one of those episodes. Nick, talk us through.
Men get fungus too.
You reckon Avexia's now going to pull his sponsorship?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm sorry, Avexia.
Okay, so the game we're playing today, so this is the new, this is called Disc Room. So I played this during the week a little bit. I didn't mention it in the what we played because I knew that we were playing it here. Very enjoyable. It comes out in, I think, a week or so. It's Devolver Digital are publishing it, and the developers. This is a collaboration between a few indie devs. So it's the High Hell developer Terry Bellman, the two people who made Minute, which
Oh, I interviewed them. They were like a really lovely Scandinavian couple.
J.W. Nijman and Kitty Callis.
Do you think I got their names right when I interviewed them?
No, do you think I got their names right then? And then the Enter the Gungeon soundtracker
Oh, sick.
does one. So it's a cool little collab, and this game is basically Geometry Wars with blades.
Ooh.
And I thought it's totally up your alley, Gus. So let's take a look.
I love the art style straight away. I had seen this before, that it's like it's been done in MS Paint, but by a very talented artist.
Totally.
I'm getting some Super Smash Bros. TV. It's not Bros. Super Smash. Oh shit!
Yeah, you want-
Oh my god! Oh sweet Jesus! What is my goal here? Just live.
So it's just
Don't
live
die.
as long as.
Holy hell!
And so more,
This got intense quickly.
so more discs start spawning.
Is it just tap the disc and I die? Well, there you go.
So then
record?
you
Disc
see the
room.
doors that open up, and some are locked. And so the one at the top is locked because you need to both survive for 5 seconds, which you've already done, and also die from 4 different disc types.
Oh.
This room has 2 disc types. There's the ones running around the edge and then the floaty ones. So you need to also go to other rooms to die from those to then unlock that.
Can I replay this one straight again?
that.
Yes, you can replay straight again.
Ooh,
Just hit A,
no.
hit back.
If I go to that one, is it? Oh, it's trying. No, it's not giving me the options to
Oh, okay,
start.
maybe
I think it's
not.
tutorial. It's
Yeah.
saying like, hey, go to this. Oh shit! Oh no!
Die from the big disc.
No, this one is just survive for 10 seconds. I'm now seeing that there are objectives.
Right.
So after 10 seconds,
That is hilarious.
Not even close.
so get to run again. Okay, what if I just run the edges?
Yeah, I bet.
Oh god! Oh god! I keep
gosh,
running to
this
the
is
middle
so
to be
tense to
safe,
watch.
and then after I'm in, so I'm alive. Sorry.
You did it. You
alive.
You were adequate enough.
But back here, we can die from 4 different disc types, like that one.
Nice.
So you've done 2.
Two.
So you need to go to. So if you go to the other room,
No, don't I need to like?
no,
does it
because
count?
there's only
If it-
2 different
there's only
discs
2
in
different types of.
I thought there was a
disc.
big disc.
No, that was in the other one. This one only has.
Oh,
No.
look at my skills. Look at my mad blade dodging skills. Right, so if but that one's saying now I can go up.
I like this.
I love watching this.
Oh, survive.
I think I love watching it more than I'm going to enjoy playing it.
I'm gonna hand it
Yeah.
off. Look at these nice slow discs. Shit!
Oh my gosh, that dash.
And so then, as you go,
I
you
get a dash.
unlock new powers. So there's what?
Oh, the
6 or
the
7
misuse of the
powers.
dash is going to be
Hold
astronomical.
A to dash through discs.
Oh, but you can dash through.
Oh!
So
Sorry,
the
I'm
dash,
trying not to
the
just
dash,
scream.
Does it have a cooldown?
a little
Yes.
bit of
Just
a cooldown.
about a
yes.
second. So if one comes at you, you can hit this as a bit of a. But I can see what you mean. The dash could put you in more precarious situations than you need to be in.
You beat Nick.
Oh, did I? Holy heck!
Oh,
I'm a mad dog.
so that's
This is
something.
exhilarating.
That's something I really like. So on the right-hand side, it's got a leaderboard there, and your Steam friends. But there is always that thing of like, oh, if you're the first person or the only person in your friends list who's played this game,
Yeah.
then you're not competing against anyone.
just
But they
A?
always have the
Yeah,
dev
dev team.
team best score there, so you're always competing against the dev team, which I think is a really nice touch.
Big ones. So yeah, you're invulnerable when that's.
The thing, because you described when
You're clenching every time you press A.
when you said we were going to look at this, you said Geometry Wars.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like about this that's different to Geometry Wars is that it feels like you're always progressing.
I pressed it.
Even though you need to survive in a room for a certain amount of time to get past that level, that's just like the challenge of it. But also dying by discs to unlock new rooms, that kind of thing.
Totally.
It feels like you can be moving forward even when you're struggling in one space.
Absolutely.
And maybe try a different room.
And it also solves that problem that I had with Geometry Wars, which was eventually you will do a run in Geometry Wars that is so good that you're like, I'll never beat that run.
Yeah.
Like you will just have that God run where it's like, oh, I'm not going to
That one
actually.
before, I
get
was like, I
much
don't know how I'm
better
doing
than
that. I'm
ever.
not going to be able to do that.
And so, what is the point of me continuing to play
Yeah.
this?
Oh, it was
Whereas
cutting to me
this,
and I died.
because there's so many unlocks and stuff, solves that
cool.
problem.
I would like to clarify, though, that there is absolutely nothing wrong with Geometry Wars. It is a perfect game.
It is a fantastic game.
I really appreciate the.
Yeah, of course you can.
The-
Uh-oh. I dive through that?
Nice.
You can.
Yeah, so the dash is actually, I think it's,
Quite big.
I mean,
Oh.
dash is the right word
though.
for it, but it's technically like a long leap over the top of a disc.
Yeah, I felt like it was like going under, but it.
But I thought you were like
Phasing through.
phasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they basically long jump over a disc.
What is our goal here? We didn't actually look. I think we need to now go back. So if you go.
Oh yes,
hang
but
on,
this
I'll-
is this.
I'll
Die,
die.
Peter. Die.
I'll get the. Oh, do we have the time in this room?
No, so I'm not sure what these rooms are. This is like a dead end
You
room
get
where it's like
on
maybe
the
it's
wall.
just a challenge room of
Sure.
like
Stay
just
alive.
It's
Time.
eventually
Yeah.
going to be too full of discs.
yeah. Go Peter.
It is cool.
Yeah, that's
This
right.
Is like,
It is technically a bullet hell game, but it's instead of bullets,
Yeah.
it's large.
You know the
What
vibe,
is the goal?
the vibe I'm getting as
I
well.
don't reckon you can.
There's a little bit of snake in this.
Is that?
Yes,
saying-
totally.
I think
Yeah,
that's an impenetrable disc.
So you go down.
Yeah.
Undashable.
Undashable.
Dashable. That one.
Survive 90 seconds in total in this zone.
Yeah.
Is this unlocked?
I think we're in the.
So the zone is the first world
It's the
that we're in.
floor
which
or
is
the-
like
Survive
this.
5 seconds in the room. That seems like it's easy, right?
Watch out! The blue ones come for you.
Really?
Step you back to like.
She's clenching.
Oh shit!
But we did. Okay, so we unlocked
And
two
so
rooms then.
if you hit pause for a second, then you can see this is the map.
Like the.
That's
That's,
your way
so
through a
you're, it
little
is a dungeon
dungeony
crawler.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Lady
then
dungeon
we
crawler.
should be very, very close to. The demo is still on Steam right now as well. So there is a demo that you can download for this, and it comes out on the 23rd of October, so in 7 days.
Guys, this one is to defeat the gatekeeper.
Yeah, so this is like a boss.
Oh, and you got to collect the pellets.
So you collect the pellets, and the
collect
pellets
the pellets.
explode the boss for whatever reason. Because of reasons.
It's logical.
Die, die, die.
Good. Good.
The game you can get very zen at, and then have a little panic.
Oh,
attack.
there's no zen point. It's
Oh, nice.
just
Nice.
ever increasing tension.
Got it in one.
Bloom. Oh,
One more pellet.
Yum.
It's a story.
I love those eyes and the little drawing of the little face in the. Oh,
Take it.
That animation was great as well.
Yeah,
that little like smooth one there.
Yeah.
Survive 90 seconds in the zone. Survive 10?
Survive 10 seconds in this room and unlock 2 different abilities. So
And so this one is
the longer I.
I imagine the dungeony part would be procedurally generated as well.
the timer's
don't
only going
believe
up when
so.
you're on the
This
surface.
is the same order that I played through
Okay.
when I did it. So the timer only goes when you're standing on your little
and
circle
the
pin.
green area around those blades slows me down.
Slows you down, yes.
So that's cheeky. Cheeky.
So many variables.
It's all good. Calm. How long have I been in here?
25 seconds. Enough.
Enough. Go
and
that
then
away.
I think if you
cool.
go here, what is? I wonder if it's this one.
I don't want to wait here.
You unlock your next ability, maybe. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's the other way.
You haven't done this one yet. This is Dev Team and Job Gilroy.
Oh god. Go away, bad blades.
Good time.
15?
Not bad.
Wait, how am I get? So
Second
You
in
go-
the world.
You go the other way.
Locked that way.
Down?
Unlock
Hit
two
start?
different abilities before I can go that way.
Interesting. I wonder how.
Because there's aren't there rooms that we haven't
We've
done?
missed these. I like this ability to just ping between the rooms again and not have to
Yes.
walk and travel. You're like, oh, I haven't done
Yeah.
that one.
There's obviously
That's the
a
dead
room.
end.
There's 2 question
The
marks.
question marks. What are the question mark rooms?
Yeah, right. Survive 10 seconds. Easy. Oh, fuck it. It's this guy again.
Oh, you've already done it though.
I have to. So,
Other question mark?
go to the right.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is
Die from
the
15 types of discs. All right.
Okay,
Found me?
no, maybe
Down?
not that one.
survive.
So I have 0 seconds or less. Oh, you got to kill yourself really quickly.
Okay.
That's cool. Go.
Oh,
Oh, that wasn't even enough.
You need to start on the disc.
because they don't. Because it's got to be. You got to jump for one of the side ones because they don't. Oh, interesting. There, yeah, nice work.
Does that work?
Yeah, 0.9 seconds.
Is it ticks though now?
Oh, it's not.
Survive.
0 seconds or less. How does that work? Maybe there's a power up in the future that you can activate that
That's strange.
heals you. Anyway,
Oh my god, that one leaves a trail of baby sores.
Someone's saying get killed by the green disc dash into the blade. I think that the green discs they're not spawned yet. Like the.
Jesus.
gross.
These are died from different discs. We haven't died from these yet.
Yeah, nice work.
You haven't died from this guy yet. Now that's a 0 second.
Oh, and the
timer.
little ones.
And I like that, and I
Did a
also
little
like this
turn.
idea that
Let's go.
it's like you can quickly go through and die from 6 different things to accomplish your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've died from one of these ones yet. Come here.
I can't remember for whatever reason.
There it is.
Ability
So,
slot.
again,
Oh, right.
you need to die.
Die from the thing
things
that gives you the
To
ability.
learn its power.
Oh, because the first power we got was from the dash disc.
That
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But here I'm saying that you need to actually swap out your power. So
Yes,
it's
so you
not,
can
Oh,
only
you
have one at a
can't
time.
use them all.
Yeah.
No.
That'd make
That's
you
cool.
too powerful.
Where was that? This one? 0 seconds or less? Oh, the timer does slow down. Okay.
Yeah.
And this one has
But-
the green.
Maybe that one in the middle is spawned? No.
This is a puzzle. This room.
Hey, why is it? That hasn't spawned yet. Has it?
Yeah, see, they're grayed out.
Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that's it.
Here we go,
That's
here we
it.
go.
That's it.
Oh, god damn it.
So as soon as you load in, pause time
And go,
then
and then go.
stand on. No. Go
Stand on the middle.
one.
Stand on
Because
the middle.
then when your timer runs out,
Yeah. Boom.
Hey!
solved the puzzle.
We're geniuses.
we are geniuses. So anyway, this is Disc Room.
This is cool. I kind of want to stop playing this now because I want to play this properly.
For
like,
realsies.
yeah, I want to
Yeah.
sit down and give this a solid go. This is cool.
I was like, because I saw a trailer for it
snake
like a
one.
week ago or
Terrifying.
something, and went, oh yeah, okay, this is just that disc thing. But then when I saw it was made by the Minute devs in particular,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, they have such
They're
good
clever.
ideas.
Can you stream it when you play it so I can watch you?
you can be on the voice chat just making noises. Just
There you go. All right, let's move on now because it is time for the return of the much celebrated and, we only did one, so 100% successful. Pickpocket segment. Bring it up. There it is. Pickpocket, of course, is brought to you by SlowPonk. Steph, remember when you were in your early 20s and it felt like you could ponk for hours on end without
Oh, yeah.
stopping?
Oh,
You had so
yeah.
much energy, you'd be ponking 2 to 3 times on a bad day. But now it feels like ponking is the last thing you want to do after a long day at work.
Amen.
You need SlowPonk. It's ponking for the person whose heart just isn't in it anymore. SlowPonk. It'll happen slow, and you'll probably keep half an eye on the TV while it does.
SlowPonk. Check your phone while I'm Not ready? SlowPonk.
Tom Harmathy says, as someone in my 20s, I don't have the energy or the confidence to ponk 20 times a day.
Confidence. Oh, I love it. That is gold.
I couldn't do that.
No.
So since Mario Kart Live Home Circuit comes out this week,
Yeah, on Friday, I believe.
Friday, yes, tomorrow. We thought that this pickpocket listicle, we would definitively decide the top 5 potentially dumb and useless video game peripherals.
Are we saying like the most dumb?
I think we need to iron out some of these.
We need to
Or are
iron
we
out
saying the best of this kind of shit bunch?
the best of this shit bunch. I think the way I had it in my head was like the most peripherally. Like the one where you just go, that embodies everything I want from a peripheral for a video game console. So it can be the best, but it could also be the worst, but in the best way.
It can be charming as well.
That's still that's still confusing to me. But yes, okay, let's do it.
The thing that was tricky, well, not so tricky, is when we're thinking up a couple of them just quickly, it was like, there's the obvious choices we had chatted earlier today about, like, do you put the Power Glove in there? Because that's kind of famous for being so crap that no one ever used it. I think like none of us ever had one, bought one. So we thought, let's go for some slightly more obscure, but therefore conversational one.
Let's just go favorite.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah.
It doesn't because there's like this is like the kind of thing of like best versus iconic. Do you know what I mean? Like I would say that the Wii balance board should be at the very top of the list because it is the most peripherally.
That's why we think you're wrong.
And it is like the worst like of all the peripherals ever.
This is great. We already disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Whereas like the Ring Fit thing, I think that's like one of the best peripherals. It like works really well. I genuinely love
See,
it.
I think that's the one that sticks out as the this does not belong here because it is the one that works, that people like.
That's what I mean.
Like, yeah.
He's saying it's my favorite based on its functionality.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because goodbye, Ring Fit. That's my choice to get off this list.
Hey!
No, when I think peripherals, the Ring Fit is it accomplishes too many of the tasks that it was
All right,
set
so
out.
you're
Right,
enjoying
okay.
this as being somewhat useless.
So we're looking
actually
we're
good.
looking at as stuff that has
I like.
but also
Clunk.
But also you're like, oh, I got to put this somewhere now.
Yeah, right.
So that's my vote for where. And the chat is already furious.
Well, this is the thing. Like last week, we all get to at least veto one.
oh Labo.
Labo.
No, I always think labia.
Labo is the labia of the.
Corrugated cardboards.
Here we go.
Gus, what do you want to lose?
Okay. I have a connection to all of these, funnily enough.
I knew you would. I feel
Well,
that you
all
owned
but
it at
one.
point.
And I think it's the dumbest. And I feel like with your
so
veto,
stressed about what
I
you're
want
about
a
to
little
say.
reason like why you ditched Ring Fit, as you said.
Yep.
It's like the most practical,
Yep.
the most useful. I would say the one that actually doesn't have any form factor or design.
No one.
Fuck off, chainsaw.
Yeah, I knew you would say that.
When I was like, what are you talking about? I looked it up and put it there. I hated it so much that it even existed.
Okay, but wait.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, Stephanie.
Nick, no, but
Goodbye, chainsaw.
Nick got rid of the Ring Fit thing because it is a good design and is functional, whereas that is like a piece of crap that is totally like belonging on this list because of how ridiculously peripherally.
I feel like there's a happy medium. You need to have some clunky charms.
Oh,
some
these
silliness.
lists are stupid. Why are we doing this?
These are great.
It's stressing you out.
Chat, help me.
No, you will get no love. All chatter talk.
Poll in
about
the
is-
chat. This list is stupid. Second choice. Why are we doing this?
What is the chainsaw? What is the chainsaw for? The chainsaw was a Resident Evil controller.
Bring it back.
And if you look closely, it has thumbsticks and buttons. The flaw to the design of the controller was one, the weighting, but two, you couldn't use all the buttons without repositioning your hand to use some of them. So it was like you're playing, and then to get some of the top buttons, you actually had to move your hand around the other side of the chainsaw to hit the.
Like, if they'd cleverly put a controller in a way that made me go, oh, that kind of works with a chainsaw, I would let this stay.
Yeah.
But it's like, not only was it a bad idea in its initial conception, like, they just couldn't even be bothered trying to make it work.
But
But then it's most peripherally based on its like stupidity of design.
What's our definition of peripheral, though?
I know, but that's what like I feel like we're going off the choice that Nick got rid of first. We're choosing the stuff that is
No, we're
most
going off
ridiculous.
whatever logic you want.
Yeah, that's the
That's
elimination is just
We're
like
just- we're
get
pick-
rid of the stuff.
I hate this.
All right,
This is touching something very deep in you of order.
Yeah.
This is you dislike chaos.
Embrace the
Yeah.
chaos.
Embrace the chaos of the peripheral list.
Be eternal. I was like, did that say
Inertal?
something that would make sense? No. All right, what do you reckon needs to go? It can be
Steph
for a
picks-
personal-
Steph
The
loves them
list.
all. Yeah.
Because I feel like we're also, can I add one caveat? Like, our top 5 should be like, 5 needs to be the worst of that list. So you can still have a bad thing in that list. by
Absolutely,
my logic.
yeah.
You can have the worst of all of these at the bottom as a way of emphasizing how bad it is. Stripping it from the list doesn't mean it's the continuation of the list. It's just like we're removing it from the decision.
It was never there in the first place.
Correct. So what we're actually saying is you can leave something in there because you hate it, so it can be 5.
I feel like somehow it's personally offended Steph. She's actually the body language, everything.
The show's
just like
over.
you have shut
I just
down.
feel like if we're going to make a list, we should have some.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so the three of us all agree on, like, Pete, Gus, and I feel like we're all on the same
You guys have agreed on chaos.
No, but that's fine.
You have
we
agreed
all
on
agreed on
chaos.
chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want it to be?
I think it should either be like the peripherals that are like most successful and have functioned well,
Yep.
or like least successful because they're so stupid in their design.
Okay.
But you can Google that and get the answer.
Let's, but I'm
That's
happy.
power glove.
Let's go with most successful in their design. Use that as your thing.
But
then
you
you
just
just took out Ring
got
Fit.
rid of Ring Fit.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It never
but-
existed.
But that it never existed. But also,
But it did exist. I saw it. It existed, and you've tainted it.
The
But
reason,
I- no, but
I'll tell
I-
you the reason she's mad is because the Ring Fit would be her number 1.
Yes, totally. But also, I'm going to say that I have reasons for everything on this list as to why I think that it's more successful than the Ring Fit. So I can play by your rules. I could totally play by your rules and
We're
say these are
combining
better
4
than the
different
Ring Fit.
logics of the list making
Yeah.
together. So that's the bit you're going to have
I'm gonna
to...
pick one at random because
Oh,
this is
shit.
chaos and
Oh,
everything.
no.
Get in there. Do it.
I'm gonna get rid of the booster boy.
That lived with me in the back of my car. I love sitting with the
Booster buy.
Oh, the booster boy is everything. that
It never
this list is
existed.
built around.
It never existed.
The booster
You mean
boy-
chaos? You mean nothing and everything?
Booster Boy was the keystone of this list. The most useless, most wonderful peripheral. Like the beauty. Can I just have a moment?
She learned to play your games as Nycrate.
The beauty of the Booster Boy was it went. Here are all the flaws about our console.
Let us magnify them by like literally embracing these speakers on the side not loud enough for you. Here's some little cups that'll make it amplify larger.
Screen too small. Here's a magnifying glass.
Magnifying
Buttons too fiddly. Here are bigger buttons. Console too small in your giant hands. Here's a bigger console.
Not enough battery, possibly like a huge chunky thing out the back.
Incredible.
Say goodbye to
Oh
the
my
booster boy,
God.
everyone. It's gone.
Pete.
Yep.
How are you going to break our hearts?
Also, chat. You need to pick one to lose as well.
Oh, they get to pick a fan favorite too, don't they?
Then they do.
No, yep. Let's get rid of the balance board.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
I agree.
Well, this is going to be a fun.
I don't want
punch
to talk about it.
Kind of fuck.
I agree. It was just boring. It didn't have
Stephanie, no,
class.
no.
It didn't have class.
Say goodbye to the balance board, Stephanie, before you go. Come on.
So chat want to say goodbye to... Chat are very angry that the board's gone.
Oh no.
Chat...
I know. I have a guess.
I saw a lot of Rumble Pack that people were...
I just got a DM from Will saying, I take back any positive sentiment about the list segment now.
Nah, the list... I've doubled down on this, and the list thing is the best thing in the show.
I've come around.
The Rumble Pack, lots of people seem to be saying that they don't like the Rumble Pack.
Wait.
All Labo.
Interesting.
Oh, poor Gus. Get
Interesting.
rid of the Rumble Pack chat and make Gus cry.
You know what? I'm okay with ditching Rumble Pack as the thing that feels the least like it feels like it's a minor addition that doesn't really impact how you play the game. So it's like, I'm okay with it being stripped from the record because it doesn't have as much personality, character, it doesn't change anything up massively the way most other things on this did.
Yeah.
I love the Rumble Pack. The way it just like made that ugly,
The Rumble
uncomfortable
Pack is a
controller
cool
heavier.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's lose the Rumble Pack because that's what chat said.
They're
But-
saying that?
Yeah. I saw a lot of Rumble Packs.
I'm okay with that going.
But I actually think the spirit of the Rumble Pack I love because it's basically, unlike the Boost Boy, it's actually going, oh, we've developed something new for this console that improves your experience with it, and we're just going to sell you like a little part of the console to now add to your console.
You talking about the Rumble Pack?
Yeah.
The Rumble Pack went into the controller, not the console.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Yeah.
no controller has been released since that doesn't have a
Exactly,
Rumble Pack.
yeah. So it was like
changed the game.
We developed the technology and then we sold you just a part to now add to your system.
Yeah, but it was them going, we don't even know if people like Rumble in their controller and not knowing the foresight that it would be just standard and everything.
Totally.
I don't think they went, we could have made a controller with rumble in.
Was it available at launch as well? I thought it was
Almost,
like,
I think.
I thought it was.
It was,
after.
yeah.
Oh, was it? No, it was. I thought it was after.
think it was after.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
It wasn't
yeah.
long after because there was an ad about Wave Race using it, and Wave Race was a launch title.
early. Yeah, right,
So I'm showing my age there. Okay, here's our list for now.
All right. So I think that the number one is either the camera or the Tony Hawk ride. Because I think the Tony Hawk ride represents just the dumbest thing in games. I just feel like that, like nothing about skateboarding is represented by the Tony Hawk ride because skateboarding is all about the speed and momentum. and it
Maybe
just
my
became a
counter to
leap.
that is that everything about the ride should have worked in design, in the laboratory.
The laboratory.
The
Laboratory.
I saw Labo, it threw me.
In the medical bay where they designed it.
Like, everything about it seemed cool in principle. It was like, it made sense to lean on the back to do certain tricks. It had sensors down the side that you can hold on to to simulate the grinding and all that kind of, or doing grabs. So
And yet
it was a complete failure. And it just, nothing about it felt fun. Nothing about it worked. We had one in the Good Game office for years that was like, does anyone want this? Does anyone want this?
Yep.
It is still in the pack. Does anyone want this?
Yeah.
But as a concept, I feel like on paper it was cool. Whether or not that puts it up the list for me, it's like it.
That's
It wasn't. Yeah.
We're looking at my list right now.
really?
Yeah.
Really.
And why Kinect's number one?
Because it actually works.
It actually did a thing.
And it became bigger than what it was sold as.
Hashtag before its time.
Hashtag before its time.
it's funny because then
I loved having the Kinect attached to the console. Not for I wasn't spooked by the CIA watching me do naughty things in the living room. But I loved talking to the console. It was like a really useful way to navigate the Xbox. And yeah, it became a much more useful tool to developers than just a camera.
So you would say it's your top choice because it is the most functional and works the best.
that is my.
But we're butting heads already because Nick is trying to put the ride up there because he thinks it's the dumbest and the worst of them all.
But I think
You see how chaos tears this apart? I'm not invested in this list.
But
I don't care about this list.
But-
you don't even know what should go at the top because you can't even agree on what the criteria is.
And yet, the metrics of the engagement in chat are astronomical.
Yeah, they're furious.
No, I think that. So I'm actually fine with the Kinect being at the top. I would say that the Tony Hawk ride should go up there in that I think that. I agree with Gus that so much about it I love the idea of. I think the execution is poor, but that's just because the execution is poor because it only works with one game and it's kind of, very
That's
limited
true,
in that.
yeah.
But it's the most, but I do think the Kinect is possibly more peripherally than the Tony Hawk ride, but the ride is just like so emblematic of everything about peripherals when you get a video game thing of like, it only works with this one game. It's a game that isn't even that good because we built it around the peripheral in the first place.
Okay, so by that same logic, I want to move, and not just because I have fond memories of it, but Guitar Hero and Rock Band are a peripheral that only work with one game as well, or one genre of game.
Yep.
I would say most iconic.
And I would therefore,
definitely.
it gets iconic, it's ambitious, but it's also useless when you're not playing that game.
Yep. Very difficult to store,
Very difficult.
which is a criteria for peripheral.
So I kind of think...
Sounds awful acoustic.
Acoustically terrible.
Clack, clack, clack.
That one in particular has the loosest of the whammy bars. Would always just go woo and hang like limply down.
Yes.
So my issue is that but at least that stayed true to what it was used for originally. The Kinect, my issue with that, Pete, is that I love the Kinect for what it turned into, which was a lazy man's turn my console on and sign in device. It wasn't me playing with Milo on a raft going down rapids or whatever that stupid first launch game was.
Yeah, Kinect Adventures or whatever.
Those were what it launched as, and it failed at those, but then became something else. I don't know what that does to it in the list.
No, I would say I could put that at number one. I think
Kinect for that because it wasn't used for its original intention.
Yeah, but it also is emblematic of everything peripherally, which is difficult to store, sounds terrible, acoustic, only works on this one game, gaudy, also something that you hide when people come over.
The Kinect?
No, sorry, I was talking about Guitar
You would
Hero.
swap
Yeah.
on and
So my
yeah.
reason is, because
I'm with
Kinect
you.
can
Switch it.
Oh,
Switch
right,
it.
Kinect
Switch it.
hides.
Switch
Yeah.
it.
Switch 'em.
Good. All right, well that's happening.
I'm fine with Labo at the bottom.
I would put Labo above the camera.
Me too.
Oh, really?
I would now, yeah.
Yeah?
I would
Because
go-
it's actually it was stupid but actually clever and quite creative.
Yeah.
Very creative.
And
yeah.
it just didn't have longevity, but I feel like There was some really incredible design concepts in there, and the making of it was like arguably like the best part. And yeah, I don't know.
Here's my issue though with the camera and the printer. Gussie entered a competition at the Commonwealth Bank once and won himself a camera printer and Game Boy Pocket, and so had a very fond attachment to them. Probably because he didn't spend any of the, I'm imagining, very expensive.
What did you do with your photograph prints?
I think it printed onto kind of like almost receipt paper.
Yeah.
And I think when you took photos with the camera, you could do some minor editing, like some pixel-based kind of. You got this weird, again, like what you see like zines printed. Not zines. I'm trying to think of that stuff that people print on receipts. Anyway,
Like ASCII art?
yeah, it's kind of like that. You could kind of do some basic editing, but you got this cool filter. It's almost a filter you would have today, is what they look like organically, and like for nostalgia and retro design.
But what did you
fucking
do with
cool.
them once you printed them out?
I think they were on stickers. I think you could peel them off and you could stick them around, and they were really like once you stuck that on
People
somewhere,
had them on their pencil cases.
you wouldn't get it off. If you tried
But
to tear
remember,
that off,
this is like before you could do any of this.
Yeah.
Like this was, there were printers, but that was it.
This
like,
is pre-cameras in phones.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, of
like
course,
this is
yeah.
crazy.
the printer was clunky and ugly and didn't work very well. The camera was really cool because it was literally a game cartridge with that little bobble on the top. And you put it on and you could suddenly look through your Game Boy and see this like super, super pixelated old Game Boy filtered version of the world. I was like, we can do that? That was cool. So
It was Instagram before Instagram.
It was just a filter.
I'm happy with the list as it is right now, even though this list is stupid and I hate it and it should die.
The other thing that I would say as a pro for the camera print, more the camera thing, is that it still pops up every now and then on Reddit as like, I hardware modded my Game Boy camera to put a Sigma art lens
Amazing.
onto it, and like taking photos, and it still renders the same way that it used to, but it's like they've put this like 200mm zoom lens on the front of the fucking Game Boy.
I'm kind of upset the Kinect's even here though now, in the sense that I looked at Labo and I realized how much we did some of that at Good Game Spawn Point, and like that shit got everywhere. That was a messy, even in its best form was a mess. Ride, a clunky big thing that you got to slide under the couch. Guitar Heroes leaning up next to my TV was always a pain. The Kinect is so sleek and like it was never invasive. It just lived under the TV and you could ignore it or use it.
It wasn't invasive, except it had a microphone and a camera always pointing at you.
It was invasive in a spy kind of way.
Yeah.
But the Kinect is there and we just need to live with it.
Yes, it's true. This is true.
I mean, in my heart, the Kinect, when I look at this list every day for the rest of my life, which I will, I'll look at the Kinect, but I'll only see the booster button.
Okay, well, if we're leaving it somewhere near that, what is the fan favorite or the audience favorite out of all the originals as well that they want to see up there or something?
People are just talking about how much they hate this list.
Yeah.
Why? That's
which I
amazing.
think-
they would have that response to this just complete sham.
Which I
of a
think
segment.
means that we should probably... Let's just bring up the other 5 and see if we got this right.
Okay. See if we got it right.
The Rumble Pack... No, the Rumble Pack was voted. So fan favorite segment, the vote is on.
I think you misinterpreted what they were saying, and the fan favorite was the Rumble Pack. They were voting for... They were pro Rumble Pack.
Right.
Oh,
well,
I would have. Who got rid of the Rumble Pack?
Well,
we
the
said
fans
the
did,
audience
because
did.
we said audience need to pick one to get rid of.
And then
everyone
Nick
said
was
same.
like, oh, that's gone. Well,
So
what
that's
if
fine.
the
Rumble Pack can be... Yeah.
what if the Rumble Pack replaces the Kinect?
Good. No, you tried to do this last time.
Donkey
We
Kong.
made a list and then you were like, what if we just switched out one of the things that
No.
got eliminated already?
So we reckon that the N64
they think the Rumble Pack is the
fan favorite.
is the fan favorite.
I can get behind that because then it still gets its little place on the list as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an icon. And it changed controllers
Yeah,
for eternity.
but Booster Boy.
Booster buy.
Booster Boy.
Boy, Booster Boy would be number 1. All right, great list. Top tier list. I'm glad that we all enjoyed this segment.
Yep. Let's shut it down.
No, there it is. I'm down with that. Look at that thing.
God.
Fantastic.
It's gone.
Thank you very much, everyone, for getting involved in the list segments. It doesn't really matter what you say. Just again,
Justice for Steph.
the metrics of just the chat engagement that we can sell against is just phenomenal.
We're here just to infuriate you.
That is just so exciting. All right, we are going to go to a very quick break.
But then when we come back, another decision-making process using all of us. So that's going to go well.
That'll be fun.
More of
Back
that.
after this.
Since I've been dead, I found I can do some, well, new things.
Ooh, slice in. Oh, that's a very nice effect. Let me slice in on these pencils. Oh yeah. Now let me slice in on that pencil. Oh yeah. Now let me slice in on that pencil. There we go. Oh, that is cool. So I'm gonna find all sorts of stuff hidden in stuff. What's in this fancy box? Oh, biscuits. You hungry now, Peter? What's in this biscuit? It's caramel! What's in the caramel? It's the molecular level, we can't see. Okay, cool! Never seen anything like this in a video game. Pete, has this ever been in a video game?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is this in Halo?
Shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop pushing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop it. 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 For shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. For shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's all head, baby.
Oh no! What are you doing? Drink!
Holy shit.
It's gonna drip perfectly off. It's dripping.
Was that the one that was in the freezer?
Oh my god.
Maybe I accidentally gave him that one. Gus put a beer in the freezer and forgot about it.
I didn't forget about it. I said it's for after the ad break. Perfectly timed.
Look at it, it's a perfect beer.
That's what the name of pizzas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you pour it on an angle?
I did.
Oh, I mean,
No,
I
he did
do
a
in
joke
real
pour.
life, not on camera.
Oh, so that was a deliberate.
It was a gag pour.
Okay.
Do you do a forward roll in real life? No, just on camera.
Welcome back to the final segment for the evening. And this is a segment we are calling Baldurs Gate Me. That's very graphic. Baldurs Gate Me, presented by Raj.
Are we kissing?
No, so that's Pete and another. I don't know who that is.
I think that's Nicole Kidman.
Steph, you're the high priestess.
Of course I am.
Gus always makes himself the dashing character.
So actually, funnily enough,
every
you guys
time.
both had faces on Instagram that were perfectly angled for that. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. You were looking up and Peter was looking down to the right. I was like, done. And then Nick was looking terrifying, so I smacked him in the middle. But yeah.
Baldurs Gate Me, presented by Raj. If you want your show cancelled, call Raj. He'll come in all handsome and smelling like a mix of the manliest flower and the plastic when you unwrapped a DVD in 2005. But he will somehow get your show cancelled. If you have a show, don't call Raj. Unless you hate that show, then Raj is the man for you. Raj! He cancelled Louis C.K. Oh, shit! Actually, thank you for that one, Raj.
I was about to say, for the best.
Sometimes
for the best.
Raj is there for good. He does good.
Not
Raj,
us, but
Raj, please cancel the list segment, says.
Oh dear.
no, uncancelable.
Not at all.
So, Baldurs Gate Me, if you saw the news this week, our news, and just video game news in general, you saw that Larian released some data about Baldur's Gate, saying that the most picked character customization options resulted in the blandest, most boring, white-ass, boring McBore ever.
Yeah.
Here's what I have to say about that.
Sorry. Go for it.
Here's what I have to say about that. I feel like that is very disappointing data. However, as someone who has been guilty of creating characters that I want to look like me, or at least like a sexier version of me, I imagine that the majority of people playing the Baldur's Gate early release are probably just like white dude D&D nerds. So I can imagine. I'm not surprised that has happened, is what I'm saying.
I feel like it's something you grow out of. I back in the day used to.
You always create characters that look like you.
No, I did this.
In fact, we have a bit where we're like, I'm sorry.
We talked about this. I used to a lot more, and then we would often be surprised if we game. It's like, my God, they look exactly like
you. Do, yeah, because there's always a beard option.
Correct, and that does a lot of the work. But I would say My Lady is a good game, and then since then, I now really enjoy going, right, how am I, not to Barjo level, let's never go there, but I like to go, I'm going to be a blue-skinned high priestess, elf woman, and do something completely different, and just I really enjoy that now.
I've got the still of the very generic character. Let me just cut across to that.
Beautiful. Hi. I knew it would be one of us, and it could only be the one that has a single.
Oh, snap. But yeah, so because of that data, we talked about it on the news. I think you and Pete talked about it in the news, but we did float the idea of creating our own one on the stream. And I just have to quickly say,
please,
the way we announce this segment, or we pronounce it, I should say, more accurately, it's Baldurs Gate Me.
What did I say?
Baldurs Gate.
I said Baldurs Gate Me.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me.
And it's a play on the fact that it's Baldurs Gate 3.
Yeah,
and you're like, Baldurs Gate Me.
No, I thought it was like throw some Baldur's Gate at me. Like,
yeah. No one understands your stupid graphic.
Well, so far, no one likes the Russell Crowe one.
What is this bullshit?
What is this?
What is this bullshit?
I don't understand this. Why?
What is this bullshit?
What is? Go back
Guys,
to the Russell Crowe one.
It's from A Beautiful Mind.
Sorry, hang on. We're back at this. If we're back at this, I need to do it.
Like,
Brought to you
he's
by
solving an
SlowPonk.
equation.
Remember when you were in your early 20s?
Stop it.
He's solving an equation.
Yeah, but he's picking the right answer.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
What?
You know what it should have been? You know
Doesn't
what
make
it should have
any
been? It should have been Schindler's List, you asshole.
That is insane. That is such a leap. He's picking the right answer.
It's amazing. Also, can we go back to the bad graphic, the Russell Crowe one?
Yeah.
He's so confused.
Yeah.
It's like he's just like, what?
I was like, my stretch to that was like, the list, choosing things is a puzzle to solve like an equation of maths.
Arguably a graphic worthy of how shit our lists are.
You're overthinking.
Oh, God, so funny. That's Russell Crowe's face after he watches the list segment. Okay, so the point of this one, and we'll see how this goes, is that we wanted to explore the Baldur's Gate character customizer and make a back pocket character.
No, cool.
So we wanted chat involvement as well, and I don't really know how we're going to do that because we might hit polls and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to categories and we'll go like
mods. If you throw out some polls as we go or something, but I'll also just keep an eye on the chat and get the vibe of the room and see how it is.
Do I want to create a profile or make a new game? Talk me through this.
First of all, are we going male or female? That can be your
Create
first
a profile.
choice. Chat, go.
Create profile. New profile.
And how much do you want
Name?
to bet that we end up with just a white guy?
Oh God! Yeah.
Name?
Venture forth.
Why?
Because just do it.
Yeah, just do it. That's funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But spelt the way I would spell it.
Yeah,
That is correct.
spelled correctly.
That was correct.
No. Fuck you.
Done. All right. New game?
Some of that
I
Baldur's
assume?
Gate music in here.
How early do you get the character creator? I was hoping straight away.
Allow access.
Oh no. Install DirectX.
Install DirectX.
No, that'll be.
There we go.
Just
Actually, I should have checked. Are there non-binary characters in this, or is it just male or female?
This is male or female.
Yeah, I assume so. I saw someone in chat say non-binary, but I was like, I don't think that's an option in this game.
No.
So far, woman is winning.
Okay.
86% of the vote.
that sounds like a win to me.
That does indeed. So
Up the top, if you go to race, you can go to origin if you want to do like.
That's a preset.
Do you like?
let's get into.
Origin. Yeah, origin is custom.
That's all the
yeah.
story back stuff.
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
Okay.
Gus, I really appreciate how the game knew, like the game has like a spell check built in. See the nameplate at the bottom, how it said.
Holy shit!
Fixed it. Isn't that amazing?
How did that happen? How did that actually happen? What's going on? Okay, race. Elf. Elf. Tealing?
Tiefling is what that says. Tiefling is the, like, yeah.
Yep. A drow.
That's what I'm playing.
I often go
I'm
with
playing with
drow.
drow.
Yeah.
Cool. Human?
No,
There
so
we go.
boring. We
Very
suck.
human.
I never play human.
Whoa! A G.
This is a Gethyanki.
Okay.
Gethyanki are a race of people that have been enslaved by the Mind Flayers,
Yes.
who are the antagonists of this game.
And do you
Okay.
start inside a Mind Flayer or inside a
You
Mind
start
Flayer ship?
inside a Mind Flayer ship,
Alrighty.
and they enslave you with one of their tadpole young by
Yeah.
sticking it in
Thing
your
in the
eye.
eye.
Yeah.
So mods, just as we go, like woman is clearly one. So let's just line up the next one, which would be the race. Oh my god,
We've got a lot here. Now you got
is so cool.
Yeah,
dwarf.
is-
Halfling is even smaller. Half elf and elf. Half elf is just for people who can't commit.
Yeah, half elf.
half elf?
Half elf. You can because you can be a half human, half high elf, half drow, half wood elf. It gives you like the opportunity
Steph, it's
to
you.
take some of the inherent race
Right. Okay.
things,
characteristics.
but then gives you slots to fill in whatever you want.
Do we think it's because everyone basically looks at this whole list of people and is like, oh yeah, if I had to sleep with one of them that wasn't a human, it'd be an elf, and so therefore
they're
it's
like-
half elf is the most likely like race that exists.
Well,
Like,
I mean, characters will react to you differently in the game based on the race that you are.
Okay, cool.
So,
Who's gonna play as
for example, I read that if you play a drow, there's also sub races. So, like within the drow, there are like two sects of drow that, like, one are all like, we worship the Spider Queen and we are at war with these people, and there's another group of them who are like, we just want peace.
Okay.
I like the direction that we're seeing in chat of making a small blue character like Pockety.
I love that, like, Steph's going deep into the lore. I'm like,
Yeah.
A, not sure if anyone's going to actually play with this character. I think we're going to have to. And B, it's like they're already saying make it a blue half.
Sonic, make Sonic.
Well, I was going to say that the reason why you would choose a half elf is because it's
Yeah.
like there's different ways that characters will react to you if you're biracial.
I love these.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, I see.
And quick, the next poll is coming up. They accidentally had them on very long, so they'll now be short, quick polls. So
Cool.
we'll just punch through this.
I love how the hair physic does that thing when a game occasionally loads a character with long hair into a cutscene. They go bloop, or they do that thing where they go. Oh, she's not doing it now.
not
When
doing
they
it.
go to
There it
talk and they do
yeah.
that thing, they turn around and suddenly their hair just goes.
Like they appeared.
Yeah.
Sorry
The
to bring
hair-
it back to Dota as I always do. So when you're in
Drow.
the hero select of Dota, there's a bug in it that's been there since the start that they didn't remove because it's so fun. That if you mouse wheel over it slowly, you rotate the character. If you mouse wheel over it quickly, it starts to spin really slowly one way and then bounces hard back the other, and then we'll just spin for the next minute.
So where did that poll land on the race? You thinking halfling or dwarf? If we're going to go for like a pockety kind of.
Well, the poll has not appeared yet, mods. So we're just. Oh, here we go. Race, poll. Everyone, quick vote. You got 10 seconds.
does it have all the options?
Yeah. But we
good,
need
good.
this poll. These polls need to be even shorter. We're just going to punch through these. So it's tiefling or dwarf? Tiefling or dwarf?
Show me a tiefling.
Show me
Tiefling is the horns and the tail.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
But we'll be able to make it blue and it'll be
I think
in
we can
lore
make everyone
probably.
blue, surely.
Show me the sub races of tiefling.
Show me dwarf.
Oh,
sorry,
Wait, show me sub races. Yeah.
Dwarf.
So see the select sub race is the menu just below the one you're clicking on. Yeah. So click the arrow.
Oh, I see.
Dwarf.
Shield.
You can spend pockety points to vote more than once?
Are you saying that like you knew?
wow.
Because I didn't know, but you sold that like you knew it, and you were like, my. You
No,
can
I didn't know that. I didn't really know how.
Lightfoot.
Argon, you did a great job. Don't let Nick's Tude let you down.
Where are we landing?
I like halfling, but halfling wasn't even on this list. My God.
It was.
It was
tiefling.
limited to 5.
Wow. And people
Options.
criticize my list building. Wow. Tiefling
dope.
one.
Tiefling one. We are a tiefling. All right. Sub race. We have.
We can pick this. That's
I can't
fine.
read that. An arsehole
Asmodeus?
tiefling. And we are on to.
Mr. Mistopheles?
Is that you?
Am I stuck with the facial tattoos as they are here, or I can
No.
change them? Once
This
again?
is cool.
You can change the tattoos, the eyes, the skin color. If you go to the skin color, there is like literally every color.
Yeah,
rainbow.
and you were saying everyone can be every color.
Check the box there.
Yes. Don't want to make that rookie mistake again.
Oh,
Boo,
God.
no wrong. Cano-
look at them all.
Boo, chat ruined it. Redo poll. Biased poll.
Well, I think we all like.
I think people are mad because halfling wasn't in there. So can we get one more poll that's tiefling and halfling only?
Yeah, I agree. I
want
agree.
to play as her. That is so cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but we.
Yeah, no.
we could-
I'm
we
just
could
saying when I
graft
play
some
this.
horns on a halfling. It's okay. Like we have.
We
the
talked about this.
technology.
Coral implants.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah, we did.
We did.
I'm just saying, like when I do my role of this, I'm definitely playing as this race. This is cool.
Yeah, Tiefling make good warlocks because they got a lot of charisma.
Stephanie's got horns. That's just like, I'm sure there are more interesting things about me.
Oh
Check out
God,
the-
I'm gonna spend all my
it
pocket
seriously,
points.
Gus.
If
Take
I'm
this
right,
seriously.
the horns are meant to be looked at, are they not?
I want.
That's
Look at her horns on display, provocatively.
I mean, my question though is like, why do the men have horns? Because they just don't. They don't do anything. Tiefling is still one, unfortunately.
I think it's because everyone's seen this
How
character.
cool they look.
How cool.
Okay, cool. So we'll pick the sub race, and then chat. The next question will be color. So mods, let's just skin color. Let's just go with a broad selection of like just hit broad colors, and we'll pick the shades.
And Ben, if you get this wrong, Nick will rip into you.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's fair that chat can rip into me and I can't rip into you. So I'll personally call all of you out.
Oh, that was just.
Aussie Lum says
Can you
horns.
get rid of that tattoo
The
before we
boobs of
go
the head.
further?
So there's another one. Well done, Aussie Lum.
Well, hang on. These are all their different heads.
Show Low One says horns, the strap-ons of the head.
Okay, why don't we do some of the broader sweeping decisions to chat, but then there's some stuff in here that we're just going to get stuck on, like the horn type.
Yeah,
We're
no,
gonna have
that's
to
why I was like, skin color they can pick, and we'll
Yeah,
start.
and
going
scroll
through
down.
other
God, the
Tattoo?
horns are too small. Sorry, I just want to. Oh, what's wrong? Tiny horns.
Yeah, are we going
that's the
tiny
head.
horn or big horn? I don't want stump horn.
Sorry.
Loud and
No,
proud,
no,
right?
Big horn. Big horn.
Steph was just saying the tattoos we might turn off just while we do this. Facial hair.
Oh,
It's,
cool.
That's cool.
It's the Narnia goat man.
I was
James
gonna say-
McAvoy is his.
That's it. Thank you.
It's Brett from Flight of the Conchord. Tattoos.
There it is.
There we go. Okay, let's just turn them off for now. Then we'll come back to that.
Oh my God, it's like she's all that.
They're all.
Suddenly you just remove the
They are
tattoos. You're like,
all
hey,
pretty.
you're beautiful.
They-
You were the hottest girl in high school the whole time.
You cannot be an ugly character.
That scene where she just
game.
wipes her tattoos off and flicks her hair.
Let's pick horns.
Horns. Sorry, guys.
Hagen says, why isn't purple on the box?
Okay, here we go. Here are the horns. Horns. Oh, horns 1. Horns 2. I like the first ones. Horns. Ooh.
Oh, twisty
Stephanie.
and practical. You could put something in it. You could hold a drink, maybe.
We get now we get
I
Stumpy.
can't see poles at the moment.
Yeah, the pole just ended blue
Not
one
bad.
by a country mile.
They're your classics. They are your classics.
Do you have? Are there any curly ones?
I didn't see anything. They all.
I like that.
Oh, there we go.
No,
I like that.
Ram
Like
head.
that.
Yeah.
Ram? Really?
Yeah.
Go back
Okay,
one.
hang on.
Go back one. Show me back one.
See, that's
Oh, that's cool
That's
too.
a cooler Ram version. This
Yeah.
is a little too front facing.
Oh
Go
no,
back
but
one
you see,
more for me.
like that. But
Stumpy.
I do like the. I do
Definitely.
like the curl down ones because they're kind of like pigtails.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I
They
can
look
get behind that. Hang on, we're coming back with.
I don't like
we're
that
background.
at
We're
all.
background. No, what is this?
I hate that.
That's like the one.
I hate that.
But I think she's had them cut off.
No, I fairly certain 2 birds shat on her.
I reckon.
So
Yeah,
to me,
okay.
it's either
I reckon they're
those or
I like-
go
Go back one more. Go back one more.
or those. And I
No,
like.
sorry, go back one more.
Oh my god.
I'm in this.
You like
Wow,
pointy
really?
up-
I'm in
you
this
like
zone,
up
but
pointy.
you guys want horn.
Yeah.
No, I
ram
think we're
horns?
gonna
I like
outvote you
ram
and say I think. Okay, is it these or is it these?
Okay, so chat, we're currently voting on blue or purple, and blue is still winning by a country mile.
I like
Can
those
we?
ones.
These ones?
We like
Yeah.
these ones.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go.
We are going blue.
So we get to pick the shade.
Can we get a poll for Azure 1 through 12?
Don't listen to it.
Magenta.
Can we get a poll on eye color, please?
Magenta.
Can we get a poll on eye color, please?
It's one of those words I just read every
But
time.
also,
with
you can
RG.
choose between regular eyes or demon eyes, and demon eyes are black with coloured pupils.
Fuck. Okay, so I'm
irises,
going to need a
rather?
poll on eye color, and then I'm going to need a poll on demon eyes or normal undemon eyes.
I feel like I'm going to sit somewhere around here because unfortunately these blues don't pop. These look more like. That's eye color.
That's
Gus,
demon eyes. Demon
Gus.
eyes.
Can we try on a purple? I know
Try on
chat
purple?
didn't want
a skin color.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're
I
not
just want to
getting.
see
too
like a lighter purple. Like more towards the blue purples than the yeah. See that? I'm very drawn to that.
Now we're filling out
But-
Nick's kink.
Oh, trust me, every character designer. ends up just
My drow
everyone.
is purple.
Yeah, Steph's king
reckon-
too.
I think maybe wisteria.
I think people are feeling like pockety blue.
Blue.
There's
Yeah.
a what's that blue bottom second from the bottom?
This one?
Oh yeah.
Not good.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. Look,
It looks
sick.
She looks
we
sick.
wanted a really vibrant, but I
A
think
nice denim blue. That's nice.
Yeah,
Denim blue.
That's what
That's
we're after
nice.
here.
That's
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate denim.
Yeah, I like that.
It's doing it for me.
That's good.
All eye colors. Oh god.
I think something that contrasts with the blue would look good. I think the demon eyes are cool, personally.
Are those demon eyes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they've
so
got the
demon eyes-
whites are black.
Demon eyes.
Oh,
winning
that's-
Check
three
it out.
hands down.
Hockety just has black eyes. That's cool.
Did-it-did-it-did-it.
Do a demon red,
I don't know which ones I'm picking a demon. I know what you mean by there being black, but how you pick that.
because it says in the thing demon in front of it. Demonic. There we go. See, demonic
see,
red.
Oh right, okay. So we're
Sorry,
definitely
mods,
going
to
demon
surprise
eyes.
you with all these polls.
Sorry.
Sorry, mods, to surprise you with all these
Guys,
Oh, I like that.
Guys,
Do you like this?
Oh,
that's almost Android. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
that's a little someone got possessed in the first Avengers.
Oh, the purple.
I like purple, and we get purple in here somehow.
Purple compliments well.
I
Is
do
there a
like
poll?
Purple. The poll, so eye color is, they're lining up those polls so sweet. Mods, you're the best. Purple already has a vote, and that's definitely Argon.
Hair is going to be the next big one, gang.
Smooth Caramel 1 says, why are you avoiding the darker blues, Gus?
Also, I like for a second, I thought your suggestion
There's so
was
many, yeah.
Smooth Caramel? I mean, the darker blues, where are we? They're still in
Purple eye color 1. hands
Purple
down
Town
as
over
well.
here. Where are your darker blues? I mean, you got this
No, you're looking
Next,
at them.
we're going to be
Right.
going with lip color, please. Lip color.
dark blue.
There's no lip color option.
We're not going with lip
as
color,
you were
really.
still.
You can choose makeup,
Oh, that's what I meant.
You
sorry.
lose
but
the
I think
definition.
it might
of the
only be
face.
eye makeup.
Yeah.
Eye color sounds like purple was winning there. Demonic purple, everyone.
Because you generally have like a nice shade on.
Thank you.
Guys, it's hair time.
Did Demonic Purple win?
Wait, is that our skin color? Is that what we picked?
Yeah.
So,
I think
so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we
I feel
one
like
shade.
you suddenly
one
went
shade.
lighter.
One shade darker.
Yeah, but that was us,
it's a bit
wasn't it?
purple.
No, we were the other one, but
We were?
this is
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That
It
looks
does,
good.
like, when the light changes, it does feel...
I just feel like she's a little washed out, but that's okay.
There
Yeah,
isn't.
so that's Storm. That's going to be more grey.
Azure
Tone
4.
Yeah, everything darker, you start to lose the definition, and they go a bit.
I think, but once we zoom out, where there's more light spilling
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
face,
It's
actually
definitely
just
more vibrant in the game because I chose initially my first character.
We have a
trait.
tail.
Yeah, yeah. I chose purple hair.
Yeah.
It looked quite dark, but then when I got in the game, it was too purple.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that the worst thing? I'm sticking with this blue. Sorry.
What game?
No, go darker.
No,
Go
I agree.
darker.
I agree.
Yes.
Darker.
We just said that.
All the chat says yes, and the three of us say yes.
What
Yeah.
game had that?
Makes me
was
want to
it
hate it more.
Black Death
Go
or
one more
something
darker.
where you could toggle
Lovely.
on
Zoom out.
what it looks like
Enhance.
with the lighting in the
Buzzed.
game as opposed to the lighting in the character creator.
That's
Which is
amazing.
so
That's a
smart.
great idea. Is that Black
Yeah.
Death or Black
Black
Desert or
Desert, I
something?
think, yeah.
I think, yeah, it was like in
It
the
makes such a
character
difference.
creator.
I'm
it was
now
like,
thinking
put me in this
the
environment
eyes-
and this
That's right.
environment.
The
again.
eyes look too
Oh, shit.
similar.
Sorry,
I know
what
I do
have I
that. I
done
do
there?
that all
Oh,
the
no.
time. The eyes
just
look
wanted
too
to change
similar
the
to the skin color. I feel like
Well, that's
can
the
we-
thing. That's
can we
why the
see
blue
Can we see
here
a
is
red?
a nicer compliment.
Can we see
No.
Can we see the darker blue but with a red eye?
Let me go.
One more
Let me
darker.
go.
One more
Let's start
darker.
polling hair options.
Let me go to the back.
Why are
and
we
see if we've
still
got
on
any.
skin color?
One sec.
All agreed.
You were thinking demonic red, Stephanie.
Yeah.
I see. I would have gone with the demonic blue.
The
See,
eyes-
that doesn't match
See,
my skin color
I feel
anymore.
like now you've mentioned it, it does look a bit androidy.
I feel like it's not androidy to me if
We're a Sith now.
What did the poll say?
purple eyes.
Then
Okay.
we're picking purple eyes. This isn't our character.
That is a good point.
It's Demonic Purple 1 or Demonic Purple 2?
Demonic purple one.
One.
Two's got like a bit of.
I would say 2.
And have you made
Two's
her
got
skin?
Because it's got the green
Yeah.
in the middle.
Peter has made me go to a darker blue, which turns purple. I was this one.
No, stop
Now with
changing
this
the color of the skin. Let's move
We'll
on.
go down to the left. What about one of those shades?
These
No, across.
here.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no,
like-
that's me.
Nothing. Not
Right.
helping. Not doing it. Some of them don't look like the color you clicked.
Yeah, totally.
There you go. All right, Peter, we're there.
Okay,
You're
there we go.
whinging.
All right. So
hair time,
we're going
people.
to hair. So
Hair time.
Oh,
Just
we're going color. I also need style. Red and white are the ones that are winning at the moment.
the hair color.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just go through
White,
the-
I feel
I
like-
love white.
Why would be
I always go
great.
white hair. I always go purple skin, white hair. That's
Okay.
like
Let's go all. Is that all the hair colors? There we go. Ooh.
That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, hair color is much more limited.
oh, but now I've seen white. I hate it.
But go to
Yeah,
silver.
it's-
Go to silver.
Silver could work. I think it's his hairstyle. We're looking at
Yeah,
like
we should choose the hairstyle first.
like a practical
The hair
bulb.
poll has ended, so we will get to a white. Can we see? Oh.
Now it's Nick.
Oh.
That was
hello.
definitely kink territory there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you?
That's
change
very sheepish.
the,
That looks like from the back. You're a sheep.
Yeah, the colours. The colour doesn't come.
There's that cutscene here. Moving through.
Oh.
That is.
Can you change horn color?
Nah.
Okay.
That's disappointing. What have we got here? That's
the
high
pony.
high ponytail. Very elven.
Pixie cut.
Pixie cut.
That's cute.
That is kind of cute
I
with
like
that.
pixie cut.
I like what's
It looks good
happening
because you
there.
got a lot going on with the horns.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is true.
Definitely.
Buzz cut.
Buzz cut's a bit meh. No
Bald.
hair.
No, thank you.
Interesting.
No, too much horn and not enough hair.
Oh, we're back to. I mean,
No,
that's
this is a low bun.
traditional. And then we're back to.
I don't
here.
like that on
No.
this character.
I think I
Pixie was probably the coolest.
Pixie or
That's
like this.
That's
She's got it out of the way of the braid.
That's
I feel like it's too because the horns and the braids.
There's a lot going
too
on.
much.
Yep.
Have a look
okay.
up there.
To me as well, it's like, that's a lot of work if you're going to do your hair every day.
Yeah, imagine trying to do those
has to,
braids
'cause she's
around
around the horns.
around the horns.
So, all right, but I
Just
think
cut
the
it.
other compromise was Pixie, which is she doesn't condition.
That was it, wasn't it?
Look at that. What a mess.
Oh, look at that look she gave you.
Those are dreads.
There.
I like
That, oh, look,
That.
well, look what's happening with the little mo at the front, too. Sorry,
like that
little
tuft.
sticking out. That is cool.
Yeah, I
Hair
like
color wise, what did the chat land on?
So white won, but let's take a look at red because I feel like we saw that before we really saw everything.
I hate.
No, that's terrible.
I hate that. Looks,
But did red win
there's
the
a,
poll?
No, I believe white.
Okay, right.
There's a version of white that works. It's like if you go through all the silvers and stuff.
I think we had. Oh, God, we've lost the one we
Oh, I
liked.
don't.
Was it- That was where we were.
That's
Yeah.
That works.
That does work. But it's a pockety. So, just putting it out there. Blue anyone? Blue anyone? No. Pardon me.
Show me green. I'll hate it, but show it to me.
Voila.
I hate it.
Oh, God.
She looks like a troll doll.
She does look like a troll doll.
That's not.
This is
cool
looking a
enough
lot
to
like
use.
my Destiny character, except with horns.
I think here we are. I'm happy with that. That's cool.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Ginger,
The
pink,
white looks
blue.
great with the purpley blue.
Very
Yeah,
much
that
so.
looks good. And there's a white highlight in the ring of her eye. Which
Can I
is being
very
accented
quickly
by
see
her.
pink?
No, it wasn't doing. Oh, there was a different pink that was.
There's a lot of pinks.
Don't mind the pink.
If it's
Oh, I like that pink.
I don't mind that. Yeah, that's cool. Because it's very cotton candy now.
Yeah.
I think the white's cooler.
Did white win the poll?
Yes.
White one.
Then it's
poll.
white.
Nick keeps asking us to see things.
Nick, build your character and your own
so,
goddamn.
got it in
so
pink.
I totally agree. It's just that we'd polled this before. I feel like
saw
hair
pink.
color is a thing that you got to see it on them. Whereas we go like, do we want horns or no horns? We know we want horns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tattoo style. I think we're
allow
just
it.
going to go through.
We're
and
just
call-
gonna pick 'em.
We're just going to go through and call it out. We got
Yeah.
little swallows on the side.
That was my
Pete?
nickname in high school.
We got
Octopus eyes.
octopus eyes. That was my nickname.
We're
in
picking
high
a
school.
tat. We're picking tat.
Yeah, we're just going to
I
stop. We are going full tribal face tattoos. Can I choose the color of them?
Yes, you can. And the intensity.
Pixie haircut one, by the way. Nice.
I like that these are standing
I hate
out.
that.
No, but we can see the tattoo a bit clearer. So we can change the color. We've got... Ooh,
I like that.
that's cool. I just like how cool these are.
I like that.
That could
Thank
work
you,
in-
Nicrotex. Thank you for hearing my joke.
Did you know that after this we get to design our love interest as well?
We got time? That's post-show.
Can we just duplicate this girl?
This is kind of cool. I like what that's doing in the
Oh
black.
yeah, I quite like that. That's nice as well.
That's subtle.
Are you changing color or?
You can change the color and the intensity.
yeah, but
sometimes
have
I'm not
you?
seeing
I
what
feel
they
like
are.
yeah, okay. I don't mind. By the way, go back
cool.
one.
That looks
Like,
so,
I would get
looks
that tattoo.
so bad
That's
normally,
This.
but with the horns, it actually looks really cool because it looks it's kind of like an
Oh,
extension of the
and,
horns.
Built
and
into.
darker.
Yeah.
It does actually look like it is totally part of them. That is cool. I'll keep it on white while we just finish the tats.
Can I see that one with the white but like softer? Like
Oh
more
yeah, you can do this,
translucent?
can't you? The one at the top of the head, you mean?
Yeah. And the next one?
That's
Oh yeah, right.
There. Hang on, let's just see what the rest of them were. Nick, eyes up. Face tats, dragons, that kind of thing. Got that one in Bali. And we're back to swallows.
That one in Bali.
I think we're all landing on this thing's kind of cool. Whether
I
or
like
not
that.
we want it,
Yeah.
we can go a subtle white.
Are we sure we don't want the like full face paint
We are sure.
skull?
I do like. There was another one that I liked that I put on. Actually, I put on my lover. that one.
That
I
is
think-
my
I think
level.
that
She
looks really
is
cool.
standing around a campfire when you walk, but you come out of the woods, and you're like, "Oh, hello," and she's like,
Show me this in
I
some
like
colours.
the ones that look like face paint.
There's not really
as opposed to a
colours,
tattoo.
unfortunately.
No, but
Yeah,
like show
but
me
like-
in some variation and.
Well,
I like it when it's darker.
Yeah,
I agree.
It looks like cool.
Not totally dark. I think one of those bluey colors or the whatever. Like,
No.
yeah.
Green. Ooh, hang on.
Oh, that's
Dark
good.
purple.
Dark purple.
And then a little subtler on it.
Yeah.
Now it kind of looks like it's almost a very
That looks-
stylish birthmark.
That looks sick. That
That's
looks sick.
pretty
I love
cool.
that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love that. You sound
Nicholas?
enthused.
I'd like to see it in.
I'll accept it. I'm not crazy about it, but you guys are feeling really passionate about it, so I'm happy to go with that.
What would you prefer?
Another list.
I would.
We can also choose no tattoo.
No, I wouldn't
When you
choose
got
that. I want a tattoo.
It's like horns. When you got the option, you go.
Just roll through them one more time really quickly.
Oh, the
No,
tattoos.
The tattoos, yeah.
I'll
just really
go-
quickly.
I'll
Just
go
really quickly.
backwards from where we were.
Just really quickly.
because they were the more interesting ones.
No.
No, that looks, yeah.
No. No. Don't even turn. Just power on.
I think the one on top of the head.
I like- I don't mind-
all the squiggles under the eyes.
Yeah, the
Really
squiggles
like
on
that.
the eyes I also like.
Nice line work.
Yeah. I feel like we got some. It's kind of like
What is that? That's just those. Yeah, right. Okay.
it's like she's crying tattoo.
Octopus.
It's a dusk
It
blend.
does make the eyes look even cooler
List
now.
tempting.
I do like that. I'm happy
Yeah.
with that.
All right.
Yeah,
We're here.
cool. Oh, I'm into that. That's great.
Makeup. I think makeup's a little too subtle for us all to see here.
Yeah, we
so-
can just give her a really dark, smoky eye.
Yeah,
If-
You always go a dark smoky eye. You
Yeah.
like
What else
never
is
a
there?
bare eye.
What
on a
else
character.
is there?
Yeah.
All makeup colors, please.
But it's nice though because you can choose a color that's just a darker shade than their skin tone, and
Yeah.
it just gives them like.
Can you scroll down, Gus?
Yeah.
Hard actually.
Dark smoky eye and a nude lip.
Ooh. All right, I think we're happy with the makeup there.
That's a very red color that
Is
you've got
it?
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you've gone with
That's-
like
oh, it's
she's
plum.
high.
Oh, hang on, there we go. Emerald. No,
Now
I'm
she's
struggling
sick.
to see the color here.
That's green.
Go. Can you
Just
go,
go dark.
bottom right?
Red.
Sorry, bottom left. There. Yeah.
You just want black.
That's it.
That's actually a purple. That's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
That's what I chose on mine. It's
That is everything that's there. Do we get body?
lava.
gonna say, is-
Oh, is that it?
The lava options are much more
Well,
reduced.
Do we do
Class-
body and clothes?
No, you don't.
Class gives us a little outfit. So that's
Oh, okay.
kinda
We need
cool.
class. Okay.
Cleric,
Where this
fighter.
is certainly lacking is it would be great if they had body options.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't mind that you don't get to kind of choose the width of your nose and all that kind of stuff as long as they give you a broad range of face options, which they have.
No tail option.
Oh, I miss changing eyes and nose and stuff. But yeah, okay. Yep.
I think in a game
You
like
think
this,
you've done it
where you
right,
spend
and then you go to
most
your
of your
first
time,
cutscene and go.
Yeah. But you're
Let's,
spending
if
most
there's
of
only-
your time
if there's a five-
isometric. It's fine.
Yeah.
If there's a 5 limit to
limit.
the poll,
Yeah.
let's kill one. No one wants
Yeah.
to be a cleric.
Cleric's out.
Yeah,
It
cleric's
is
out.
fighter.
Someone else will be the healer.
Cleric's great.
Fighter, rogue, warlock, wizard, or ranger. Go for it.
Zoom out and just slowly scroll through them again because I think
The
outfits
outfits.
is actually really what
Fighter.
we're looking at.
Pretty cool.
Oh, glinty.
Ranger, leather and a bow. Anyone?
Nice.
Stephanie. Rouge, leather and a bow again, but a dagger. For rogue, warlock, just
Great
a
outfit.
dagger, but a
Warlock.
cool outfit.
Warlock's got a
Cool.
cool
That's a
outfit.
very cool outfit. Wizard, you got your traditional stuff.
The tail's really throwing everything.
It is. There's a lot happening out the back there. Whereas you get a nice little.
Warlock is winning with 41%.
The Warlock
yeah.
outfit, base outfit is so cool.
And it looks like it matches us. You know, we
Yeah.
got horns, we got a tail.
Yeah.
It's also it's like she got stockings and like cute boots.
Yeah.
Like she's gone for a look
Yeah.
here.
Not just like I put a bathrobe on.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like
Wizards
that. I like
always
that you
have
guys are
the
basing.
worst early
I like that
gear.
you're basing the class that you're going to play a 100-hour game in on the starting outfit.
Excuse me. This is a character creator based on making a more interesting looking character.
Fair.
Correct.
Yeah. I would think from I don't know the lore, but I would think from a visual perspective, a tiefling of purple skin would be a very effective rogue.
What, slipping
What
in
makes
like
you
a
say that?
crowd?
Hiding in
Oh,
shadows.
I thought you meant hiding in crowds. Like, whoop,
yes.
don't look at my horns.
But did
Got a
you?
tail for
You've got to
stabbing
look at
people.
the races like basic traits, though. I don't think they lend themselves to rogue.
Not necessarily. I like warlocks because you get cantrips and spells.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a cantrip and spell?
A cantrip you can cast. I don't remember. A cantrip you can cast as many times as you like, I think.
And it doesn't use mana or something.
It doesn't. It's different to a spell.
Right,
which
okay.
Takes time to cast, and often a spell requires an item to be consumed to cast.
Right, so a spell is like Polyjuice Potion, and a cantrip is like Expelliarmus.
Peter, can we get sound?
Did we get look at the faces? We never looked at the faces.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what I meant. There's
My
faces.
mistake.
Yeah, there's faces.
This is what I was talking about. I was like,
You don't get to use a slider on the nose and stuff like that.
Faces.
But you can choose the different faces.
Good, because I'm not happy with
Was
this
it
face.
Right at the top. Right at the top.
Or was it in? It was at the top appearance.
Appearance.
Face, head. Right. Okay.
There we go.
Well, we're just going to go through
All right,
these and
one. Yeah, we're just going to...
So there's all classic. We like head 2.
We built everything around head 2.
Oh, God, this changes everything. Go back.
Okay, let's
go
tinder
back to
this.
the horns.
No.
Different horns. Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, I don't mind that. Head
More of a
5.
fighter?
Head 5's good. Not crazy about head 6.
Oh, that was
That's
it.
it.
Head 2 or 5.
Wait, no. Wait. I didn't get that one's my favorite. I think she looks sick.
Yeah, she does
Especially
look
with the
cool.
hair.
She does
Actually,
match.
when you zoom out...
Yeah.
And there's the outfit
and profile and
Yeah,
stuff as well.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
I'm just saying, we...
Two is boring.
Profile
traveling-
head 5. Head 5 looks like she can take a punch to the chin.
Head 5 looks angry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
She is. Like, she's literally angry. I don't mind... I like 5 and 4.
Same.
Yeah.
5 and 4. Yeah. I agree.
Chat 5
Let's
or
go
4.
4.
5 and
Chat
4,
5 or 4. Chat 5 or 4.
4, 5. Better, worse.
The
A,
vote is
B.
happening.
5?
Again.
I see more 4s than 5s, and now I see an equal amount of
There's
5s.
a poll,
and 4s.
and people are saying 2. 2, 5, 4.
4.5, thank you, Red Barrel.
5. Come on, 5 or 4.
People are attached. I can see why people would be attached to 2. We did build everything off it.
No one's attached to 2, it's just you.
No. I'm saying I like 5.
Stop changing the skin color.
4 is the best. 4 is the best. 4 chat. Yeah, she looks sick.
It's pretty close between 4 and
pretty cool.
5. Is there a poll?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
5 is winning, and I think 5 is probably 1.
There we go.
All right.
Peter, have you got sound? Can you give
Yeah,
me a
I've
bit of
got
volume?
sound,
I'll
yeah.
try something.
We are attached to 2,
hearing?
Pete. Don't
Change-
shame
no.
Gus.
I'm not hearing anything on here, boys. The game is buggy. That's okay.
Lapscallion says this will come down to preference deals.
Oh, but you have to be careful because the voices
Oh
are
dear.
male and female. Like they haven't fixed that.
we never selected if we wanted a beard or not.
Oh yeah.
Chat, beard or no
Let's
beard?
scroll through the beards quickly and just have a quick look.
Awesome!
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
The goatee.
The dirty little goatee.
I would
Flavor
want
saver.
something oiled and curly.
That was my nickname in university.
I mean, that does just look like she's wearing a beard. She's full on.
And I'm cosplaying
She's a rogue
Santa.
who's going, I'm going to infiltrate this bar for men only. Hello.
He's the winner.
I would like it. Oh my god.
Or 10.
I can't wait.
Look at the movement in the beard.
Look at that swish.
Lovely.
Look at that swish.
Cool.
Is there a beard poll up yet? Because if
Getting thicker.
Beard poll, yay or nay. Nay has it at the moment.
Oh my god, this beard. Oh, that's bald. I'm changing the hair.
Yeah.
I'm changing the hair, not the beard. I'm going quite mad. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's some Colonel Chicken.
Also, picture this character now doing like a serious cutscene.
What other business was he going to go into with that name?
We're getting Barjo level, not that facial hair on a female character, but like imagine this character now like in a serious emotion cutscene and stepping in and like, can I be of any assistance? It's like, oh, sorry.
I think we're going to get voted down on the beard.
They're cool.
no beard.
But
It was pretty close though.
Was it?
All right.
So, we've got all of that going.
We just needed class. Did class get voted on?
Warlock.
Warlock.
Warlock
Sick.
wins.
Warlock is good.
There is Venture 4.
Lava.
How do I, where am I?
I don't think we're going to build the lover.
We could quickly speed build.
So,
Like, no decisions, we just go. How do I do it?
I'll see you go the top right arrow on the left.
It is so...
he nearly...
He's
so
Up,
it's next to
up,
ability.
move up, left,
No,
left,
up and left.
There, yes.
Yeah, right.
oh, no, just click.
There we go. Lava.
Can we random lava?
Lava.
There she is.
Done.
No.
Done. Venture forth.
Can I make her a man?
I'm sorry.
Halfling.
Look at the breasts. Like,
Nick, I can't. They're not to be looked
but
at.
it's just like no. It's like this is lover outfit.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is immediately gone.
This is a
to,
paramour.
You're a warlock, and then hi.
Oh my lord.
Who do you dream of? Who attracts you?
Boring.
Yeah, let's
Ow.
go.
Hang on. That hairstyle was sick.
Wait, halfling.
Halfling. Yes.
Best of both
yeah.
worlds.
Do you want a halfling woman or a halfling man?
I thought I wanted a man so we could do
Yes,
to
so
see the
that's
other
in-
options, but I don't see an option.
Down,
for-
down, down, down.
Stop. Up.
No,
up,
stop.
Up, up,
It's-
up,
Let me do it.
He's
Just
blind
let
as
me
a
do
bat.
it.
There it is. It was a
Blind as a
symbol.
bat.
Yes, look at this little Adonis.
Don't even shame.
Don't you ever
No, wait.
change.
Give him a beard. Give him a long beard.
Give him the
Yeah.
biggest
Long
beard you could
scented
find.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just check the
Make it-
faces.
But you get all the skin colors. No, we have to do it properly.
Oh, he's scarred, Nick.
And sorry to bring this back to Dota, but this is definitely Zeus from Dota. Zeus from Dota.
We're going scarred, and we are going big bushy beard. Very facial hair. Let's go backwards. That's how crazy I am.
What
The
color?
wild.
What color?
Boom.
What color
Wait.
should he be?
Ooh, it's neat. He's
He should be purple. He should be everything that came second.
Oh my God, it's Gus.
Look
at the hair.
Make his hair really red.
Give him a backward.
Make his
face
skin
walkout.
really purple if we can.
Gimli.
That's
Wait,
good.
the skin was
Yeah, that's
purple
good.
almost.
Pink beard. Yes.
And purple of his skin color.
Baby blue eyes.
Lovely. And like a deep purple. Yeah, yeah. We're going everything that came second. Everything that came second.
Deeper.
This is what could have been. If second came first, this is what would have happened.
Hairstyle.
this is who we
So
would
what? What eyes? What eyes then?
Well,
What came
the-
second in eyes?
It's got my hair.
Blue. I think blue versus purple of the like two that we were
Yeah.
close on.
Okay, choose a really bright blue then.
Trying
That
It's
is
got very-
so funny.
very
This
squinty
is the runner-up.
Nothing's really popping.
And we have to make love to this.
Oh, yeah. That's quite good. Hairstyle.
We choose.
We choose to.
Hairstyle.
What,
Look at that proud chest.
This is who we dream of.
Look at those breasts.
Oh, I like that hair.
I don't care what a hairstyle.
There's
That's a
27
beautiful
styles.
colour.
We're going to get through
I
these.
like it.
Anything jump out at
So-
anyone?
Oh, go back one more. Go back one.
I like this.
Yeah,
Look at
that's good. Look at that.
That's now.
But that is you. That's what your hair
That's
is
not
doing right
mine.
now.
I'm at 27. Put a pin in it. Let's just go.
Yeah. I don't mind that. Oh,
That's
attractive.
windswept
That's
sea
too
sexy.
attractive.
That's too attractive. It's too attractive.
Is it though?
Yeah.
That's cool too.
No, the reason I love this is what's his name from Game of Thrones. He's the guy.
Oh yeah, who's in love with
Yeah.
It's too
Brienne
sexy.
Stark?
though.
Yeah.
Too sexy.
Too short.
Ooh,
The
crazy
afro,
curls.
that's
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Where does,
it just
where does
girls?
the hair end and the beard begin?
And the man start.
Oh, sick. He's got a tail too. They could Avatar.
They could.
You know how they fuck with tails
They
in Avatar?
Oh, they do fuck with tails.
I don't recall, but I'm looking forward to watching 3
It was
more
on the
movies
poster.
about them.
Yeah, it was
on the
Avatar.
poster.
We fuck with tails.
There will be more of these films.
All right. What was the pin we
hang
put
on,
in?
hang on. That's a bit boring. What was the next one?
Oh my God! Braids.
Oh, braids. Yeah.
Oh, the braids came second.
totally.
And the braids came second.
Braids came second. Braids win.
They're not really braids. It's just a
They're
tie
twists.
off, but it's
Love
fun.
this man.
Well, he's off to a business meeting.
Are they braids? Probably.
Oh
not.
shit!
that looks
That's
so
nice.
You two love
I
that hair.
just-
You love that hairstyle.
Keep skipping through, man.
Oh my god, just pick one.
I know.
These are wonderful.
Just go back to the one that looked like braids. It was a twirl.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm
That.
all for that. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm all for
Love
that.
it.
That is
Done.
fantastic. Look at it
Done.
and make him spin again.
Everyone look is fabulous.
Chat is not digging this. When will this end? Never go full Barjo.
Excuse me, Chad. This is
I am so
literally,
over
as
this.
Pete said, this is literally just what you wanted. Most, like almost all of you,
Yeah.
but everybody except for the winner.
But each choice was based on the previous choice.
I know,
So
but-
technically,
That's not important right now.
Embrace the chaos.
I hate chaos.
All right. that'll
Makeup
do.
style. Tattoos. What was the second tattoo? It was the...
The forehead one.
Oh, it's the same one.
The birds of peace. Oh no, give him.
There it is,
Please,
there it is.
please give him the skull. Please give him the skull.
Hang on, let's see what that
Let's
was.
just see what the skull looks like. Keep going.
Oh, he looks
Well,
like
like
he
that.
knows some
He
good...
looks like a
That-
space.
He
He looks
does.
like a wizard from the moon.
does.
He does.
This is a sex magician.
That is. That is.
Magician.
Skulls was...
Aramis.
No, Nick. No.
Aramis has dubbed this the sorcerer of intercourse.
He's a... Into sorcerer. No.
The hair is magnificent. The skin is wrong. We never wanted this.
Never wanted this.
That one came second.
That's the one that came second.
There was a lot of people saying
and
forehead.
white tattoo came second.
Yeah, cool. All right,
There it is.
scroll down, move on.
A lot of complaining about the content we provide these people. A lot of complaining would be, I'm going to be honest, would be easy to just not make a show. That would certainly help our sleep life.
Smoky white eyes. Anyone?
Oh, you picked red eyeshadow, which everyone said no to, so it's that.
Make him a wizard from the moon?
Yeah, I think he should be.
I think Steph was
Oh,
right.
you can't choose the class, I don't think.
That matches his hair. That looks
That's
cool.
it. It's like all your choices
All right.
that you get.
Lock it in.
All right, so there we go.
Lock it
Perfect.
in.
Lover done, everyone.
Perfect.
You said Venture Forth, do you?
I don't know.
Do you see them kiss in the opening cutscene?
Oh,
Skip the
for fuck's
cutscene.
sake,
Skip
Venture
it.
Forth means go ahead in the game.
Skip it.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen.
Click. That was
We
the
did
point. Are we just quickly
You
gonna
don't.
see-
You don't see him in the cutscene.
Do you see
He'll
yourself?
just appear in the game.
You see yourself again?
No, not until you're
Alright,
in the
so-
game as a little character. So
Surely we get like a half cutscene here, don't we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right.
You see yourself in future cutscenes.
Sure.
but-
Yeah, right,
but-
right. All right, cool.
Hang on, zooming in. Here we are. Up we get.
My head.
Rotate camera.
Can you zoom in? Scroll.
We're alive.
Can you scroll wheel any further?
Nuts. I'm full zoom. I'm enhanced. Oh, hang on.
I know this
Where's
is,
my lover?
I know this is very ignorant, but if I had a tail that long, like, I'd consider just
Tying it up.
tying it up.
Yep.
Yep. Like, and that's probably not how tails work. And I guess that's kind of like someone saying, you know, that left arm of yours gets in the way a lot. Why don't you just knot that bad boy
If
up?
anything, it's the lower intestine of the shoulder.
Scardy's tail goes. "Bloop." It's curled up all the
That's
time.
true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done. Save game. There it is, folks. Well done.
Well done. We did the official back pocket Baldurs Gate Me.
Oh yeah, let's see that graphic one more
Baldurs
time.
Gate Me.
Lovely.
And the best part of this entire show was Venture Forth.
The moment that clicked was perfect. It was
Voila.
perfect.
Guys, it was a bit.
Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out for another action-packed stream.
Filled episode.
A reminder as well, if you haven't had enough fun and you want to have some more fun, talk to SlowPonk. If you want to have some more fun, remember that the PlayStation Plus games for this month are Vampire and Need for Speed Payback. That they do require a PlayStation Plus membership to download and add to your library, but also something that doesn't require a PlayStation Plus membership is you can just send in your most memorable Fall Guys moment to @PlayStation AU using the hashtag PS Plus Plays to go in the running to win that real life crown, which we can't decide is the size of a very small hat or the size of a very big hula hoop. But when you win it, please send us a picture of you wearing it and we will find out. You can also get your PS Plus Plays Champions merch there as well for the winner. So head over to the PlayStation AU Twitter account for more details. Enter and win, and send me that crown. Just send me that crown. Don't even send me a picture of that crown. Send me that crown.
We'll just
Hashtag?
measure it on your little pinhead.
I think I have a pretty normal sized head.
Yeah.
I think
Just your large, lanky body underneath that kind of throws it all out of whack.
it's huge eyes, long limbs. That's what I got.
You're the opposite of a fall guy.
That's true. It's true. I'm the skeleton.
Oh, you're that thing
beside the
hiding
Fall
inside
guy.
one.
Like bent over
like
and
bent
everything's
over.
like crooked and
That was a
broken.
horrifying curse.
It was terrifying.
That was,
Yeah.
I love that.
We have to
we should
plug.
see the
We
inside
have to
of
plug
every video.
Nick's eyes back into the socket. At the start of every show.
Yeah.
A reminder, and again, thank you to the new word from sponsors that we got in tonight's episode, which remind me, guys, Belly, Kate, and
Lisdalia?
Oh, it was Lisdalia. Yes, who was doing lip timber, dyeing her hair for charity, I believe. So yes, if you are still eligible or qualify for a word from the sponsor tier, please send it in. I think we've got one more new one to pop in, and then it's back to the archives. So yeah, if you got something fun to put in there or create, you got 1 week to do it. We'll see you here next week to do it again.
Totally.
That,
And
not the end of the show. Sorry, that was like to see your word from the sponsor.
Or you could do it the week after.
No.
Yeah.
But if you do it this week, it'll go to air next week. That'd be good.
That's the plan.
Steph, do you want to add to that?
No.
Thank you very much to the mods as well for all of the polling. You did great polling.
Next week, there'll be a list of the mods, and we will rank the mods.
Do that. That's a great idea.
That's basically your Pokemon
That's gonna
fetish
be
of,
really
of
healthy.
making them fight against each other for list prowess.
Because the great thing is that, like, we've done that in private. But it would be nice to be able to share that ranking with the viewers.
Sometimes your fictional version of what our lives are for the audience just gets too real. I'm like, that never happened. That's too much for them. Don't even
We don't
give them
talk
the
to
idea
each other
that
outside
we
of
did that.
this
That's a
right
horrible thing to say, and we've never done that. But you know who you are at the top.
Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out and watching. A reminder that we have a Patreon, and that is how you get more list and character customizer content in your eyeballs. Just head to patreon.com/backpocket and become a member of the Patreon community. That also means you get access to the post show. It's the words I was looking for, at the $10 tier or more, which is about to come up. But we appreciate every single one of you who are a member of our wonderful community. It is so much fun to make the show with and for you. And we hope to be able to continue doing it for a long, long time.
And especially our lovely mods. We do love them very much.
Yes, we love them so much that, like our real children, we have ranked the ones that we love the most to the ones that we love the least.
It's just not true.
I'm putting this out there. Scardy's my favorite of our pets.
Interesting. Oh my God, you actually have other pets.
Oh yeah, I
was
thought of that too.
Yeah.
It's like, out of your dogs, like, no, you have other pets.
definitely-
Well, that's we'll unpack that in the post show. Whether or not these two are here for that one, we'll find out. Stick around, and you'll get to see what happens there.
Well, Pete, I hope you enjoy seeing that dog every second weekend.
How far is it to walk? How long does it take to walk to the Blue Mountains home?
I drove. My car's manual, so
Oh, good. Good.
she can't leave me behind.
It's true. I could get it there. I would
could.
just stay in first the whole way.
Remember this is your one bit of
We'll tell a little
advice.
post show story about
The gear stick.
your driving manual.
Yeah, great.
That can be in the post show.
Remember this one bit of advice. The gear stick is the penis of the car.
Thank you, Robert Yang.
We should leave it there.
See you later, everyone.
Good night, everybody.